Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sunkissed, the Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition campaign. I'm joined with these lovely people who we shall introduce in order of when they joined the call. Mac/Hydra, you're up.
Surely it's you first.
Hello, my name's Hydra, and I started making videos again today, which is fun.
Ooh.
I've been doing how to talk like a Dowie
I saw that.
for part 2. Yes, I've got part 2 coming now of how to roleplay the perfect dwarf. But that'll be up tomorrow. But back to business today. Super excited for today. Had a wonderful time last week. It was great fun with being stuck in a car with Tess, and looking forward to meeting the folks, chatting with some of the other players as well, and let's just get started. Let's just do it.
More things to
ready.
find out in the city.
Oh,
Should
yeah.
be good.
So
Also,
much to do.
Role-playing a dwarf is just get drunk, grow beard. That's it.
Hey, that's about it.
So next up, Tash/Chrys.
Hi, I'm Tashna. I do loads of variety stuff. Like yesterday, I was playing Rainbow Six Siege. The day before that, I was playing The Sims 4 because those are the exact same vibe. And tomorrow, I'll be playing Warhammer 40k in tabletop. So, yeah, no theme. But I'm really bad at games, so maybe that's the theme. I'm going to be playing Chrys today, who has to fight a man.
Man.
That'll go fine. Man-child. Has to fight a man-child.
You have to fight Optimus Batman.
Optimus Batman. So that should be interesting, and hopefully I don't kill Batman. Or maybe.
Yeah. After that, we have the man who is, hoping I don't call on him because he's eating. Josh, Cassius.
Yeah, I'm eating today, which is weird because this is Vandy's thing.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for stealing your thing.
Fine.
Hi, I'm Josh, Gaming FTL, Strange Adventures, whatever, all that. Let's get it on. I really just want to dive in.
Okay.
As Cass, the guy.
The
I'm not going to
man.
reveal my clan again accidentally this time.
That was funny. And last but never least, Bandy/Tess.
Rude. Taking the food. I don't have food today, so I'm a little hangry, to be honest. Like just a smidge. But hi everybody, I'm Vandy. I play Tess, and I am very interested and excited to see my mom
At the
My
double
in-game
garage.
at the double. It's so Canadian. I love it. So Canadian. Ugh.
I wanted a little shout out for Canadians because Tess is part Canadian, and I was like, I went and had a look, and I was like, yes, the double garage. Let's go with that. That's probably something every Canadian knows.
Oh yeah, it's a staple of our diets mostly.
Yeah.
If you drink coffee. If you don't drink coffee, you usually just get the hot chocolate, but or a donut.
Also, I realized I messed up introducing Vandy because I called her the last, but really her title should be the Minesweeper.
A minesweeper?
Yeah, because you keep stepping on drama mines.
Oh fucking yeah! You know what? I'm hoping someone else can step on the mines today.
Yeah, there are a whole load of mines out in the city, and currently you're just visiting your mum, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's it's like playing whatever Frogger or something, but you get hit by all the cars, and all the cars are plot points. So yeah.
Tess just
Have a
running
great
out
time.
into traffic.
Just yeah, flailing.
And I mean, it's not like, you revealed anything to those gangrel.
Other than my mom's existence,
Yeah.
the one guy. I mean,
Yeah.
eh.
Always be careful
see.
around Kindred and heightened senses.
Yeah. Didn't realize that they could hear really well.
To be fair, he did crit, like, really. I think he got, like, a 7 crit or something on his listening. So.
Big whoops.
So, yes, last week, we met the Encroaching Wilds, as we were talking about, a group of Gangrel and possibly others who used to be affiliated with the Anarchs and are now out for themselves in the... I think I have a map of this all set up and ready to go. There you go. Up in the north west of the city and moving out into the country and the forest. We also learned information from Kafka about people living in the area. Or the factions. You have the Red in Hunter's Walk is Calig. He's a Ventru, and I think we already don't like him because he took over Swift's Bar as part of his territory. Then we have Talia, who is next to him, the Yellow, and she is also Ventru, and I think we don't like her because she eats other Kindred, or she feeds other Kindred to other people. Then we have Kale Katen, who is the Pink down in the maze, who is, I think, no one hates him yet, but it's only a matter of time with this group. He is a Malkavian and has been rumored to be trying to get a meeting together of all of the big factions to kind of work out a truce or deal or, I don't know, something. And then we have Gorban, who is ex-Anarch, who owns the waterfront on the Sunny Town side of the bridges. Incidentally, for Tash / Chrys, there are 3 bridges. The one that you have your kind of like deal with is the middle bridge just by the E or Flint Bridge.
Okay. I missed that one.
It's the smaller one. So there are 3 bridges that go over all like quite close together, and the middle one is the small one that you just kind of like
go visit.
Cut over, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and now we've got people chatting about Canadians in the chat. That should go well. All right. So I think we should, as I remember. Oh, actually, there's a little bit more that we should go over. Tess and Mac went to the prison and had a chat with Rags. Seems like he's getting some shit from a couple of Russian inmates, Russian prisoners. They're not really super sure what's going on there, but there were a few like allusions to maybe the prison being controlled by a Kindred or them being controlled by a Kindred when Mac used his premonition.
Indeed. I'm on it.
Yep. And then, yeah. Interestingly, we did our usual about 3 scenes per episode. And and I don't think you managed to get back at all, did you? Like, because you're coming back into town, they told you to turn around, you were followed by the wolves, turned out to be Gangrel, the encroaching wilds, and then you had a chat with them, and now you've gone back to see your mum at the garage.
Very long way around.
Yes.
Just the scenic route. Really.
And you have a little bit of time before it starts getting dangerous to getting to Sunrise and that type of thing. So you should be fine getting back even if you take the long route round. You can always try and blaze it through Sunnytown as well, like over the bridge. And then yeah, Cassius and Chrys talked to Kafka, found out all that information about who's where, and and also came back to the salon to they've got Winnie's ashes and put them in a urn of some kind, or possibly a Tupperware box. We're not sure. And just generally cleaned out the salon and are now thinking about heading out. Although I have a suspicion. Does Cassius want to head out tonight? Because there's a little bit of time left, but not much.
That's what he was hoping to do. Yeah.
Okay, you should like, if you just want to kind of recce the close area, you should be able to do that reasonably safely, especially seeing as you sent the vigilante home. Oh yes, and of course, Chrys ran into Aiden, a friend from sometime in the past who challenged her to a fight and also is Batman, but is not Batman. So, we will come into the scene of Tess and Mac parked up outside the double garage. A mix of petrol station, car repair, warehouse, shop, and other things possibly, which I don't think everyone knows about, or yeah, anyway. And my first question is, well actually, I will remind you both that you're just about to go and visit Tess's mum. I don't believe either of you are hungry anymore, because you did get some animal blood from the wilds, but you may want, and like Tess, you'll know this especially, you may want to blush of life.
Blush a little bit before you hug her.
Because your mum hasn't seen you for like 6 or 7 months. And she's a hugger, so...
Yeah. So is Blush of Life a discipline?
Blush of Life is an ability all Kindred have that lets them basically, like, you rouse the blood and it gives you the appearance of humanity to a certain extent.
Right.
So your skin will be warm, you know, like things like that. You'll be able to eat food, but, you know, that's not a problem for Tess.
Is it a rouse check?
It is a rouse check.
Okay, so then, yeah.
Let's fail it. Hey!
Oh, there you go. Roll a 10. There you go. No one gets hungrier, and people seem more human for a bit.
Yay. Oh, good.
All
right.
I'm all warmed up.
Same. Just don't be weird. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Same
don't
to
be...
you.
It's my mom.
True. Any no-go topics?
Um,
Other than the obvious.
Unless she brings it up, or if I bring it up, my dad. Just
Sure. No problem.
and yeah, maybe don't talk about gangs, or yeah, just follow my lead, you know.
Don't you worry.
Okay, I'm a little worried considering everything that happened tonight. So
It'll be swell. Look, let's get a move on. Come on. We're late.
yeah, we are. Okay.
We're real late.
Did we pick up
Did you?
Burger King in the morning?
Like, there's one in town, but you never got into town for obvious reasons.
I'll just go. Okay, I'm like searching through my car to see if I have like Tic Tacs or something. Fuck, I have nothing. Okay.
Do they sell food in the gas station?
We're not. No.
No.
Let's just
Let's go. Come on.
We'll just tell her it was closed, or yeah, we'll just tell her it was closed. They're like renovating or something.
Sounds good. After you.
Okay. I'll get out of the car and walk over to the door where I will go see my mom.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a little office area where she works that's connected to the kind of main garage. You can hear, you know, tools going away, like, sounds like metal sanders and drills and that type of thing coming from the garage. Obviously, the garage is closed, but and you can see your mum, like, she's just got a stack of paperwork. She's going through it, like, scribbling down, you know, the finances for the day and other bits and details and everything. Like, got her head down, not kind of looking around. And you get to the door.
Wait. Did you say that there's sounds of metal, like people working in the garage?
Yeah.
This late? Oh.
I mean, you know.
Mom do a job? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk in.
Okay, you open the door, and she looks up. Like, for a second, her face is, like, processing you existing again, and then like her entire face just transforms into a beamed smile. She's like, Tess, finally.
Hey.
And she like immediately gets up and like rushes to you and like just goes straight in
Hi.
for this kind of full armed hug, like lifts you up very slightly.
Oh, I hug her back. I missed you.
I missed you too. Where? I mean, I know we've been, but you know, it's like 6-7 months since I've seen you.
Yeah, it's been really, really busy. But yeah, I mean, I'm back, I'm here, I'm around.
Yeah. No, come in. I'm sorry, I'm doing work, but it doesn't really matter. Just come in, sit down.
Sure,
You have
yeah.
a friend, he can come in too. Sit down.
Yeah,
Hey.
this is Mac.
Hey.
Mac's been helping with a case that I've been looking into.
We're keeping busy.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And she like holds out her hand.
Give it a good
I
shake.
don't remember. Did we cover if I told? Because did I work? I would have worked with my mom on multiple jobs.
Yeah.
Does she know about the?
She knew that you were getting out of it for the majority, and like kind of in like going more legit. So
Yeah.
it would
Okay.
be down to you as to whether you told your mum about that job.
Oh,
Heard
she's
a lot
fucking, I
of
don't know if
nice
she's
things
seen the
about
car
you.
then.
She did know Roland quite well, because like you were the closest with him, Rags.
Rags, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, she probably would have known of Carl and what was her
Leah.
name? Leah. Sorry, yeah, Mac. Sorry, you were saying.
That's all good. I heard a lot of nice things about you. Tess has been talking a lot.
Yes. No, it's so surreal to finally have you back and here. You haven't bought a job for me, right?
No, but
Have you got back into?
so not really. I did one more job and then I was out. And I've
Okay.
been out for a while because I've been doing more of the art stuff.
Yeah.
And
Well,
actually, the car that I got from the job is actually outside. We can take a look at it after if you
Oh yeah. No, I'd love to see it.
maybe bring it into the garage if you want to
Yeah. Well, if you want to.
look under the hood.
Yeah, and if you want to tune it up or anything, you know, free,
Sure.
obviously
Sure,
no
sure.
charge.
I mean, I could probably tell him what to do and how to do it, but you know.
Yeah.
I just want to look at her for a second. How does she look? Like, does she look okay or tired or worried?
Yeah, she has some signs of like stress and fatigue. In this moment, she seems extremely animated and happy and obviously relieved, but you know, like behind that is a very definite kind of she's been working hard and she's probably been like worried about you and worried about your dad and worried
Yeah.
about everything because
That was
it's
gonna
just
be my next question.
yeah, it's just been her.
Yeah.
So you know, like obviously that's weighed on her a bit, but you know her, she's strong. She's been dealing with this kind of shit for ages, so
Yeah, this is probably easy mode for her. You know what, Mom? Let me bring the car in. Mac, if you want to chit chat with Mom.
Sure, can do.
Yeah. Let me just bring the car in, and so I'll go out and
sure.
drive the car into the thing.
Yeah, sure. I'll ring through and let everyone know that you're bringing a car in. And she like hustles around the back of the desk, picks up the phone, hits like an intercom, and starts talking as you walk out. Mac, you're ignored for now. So if you want to like sit down or just kind of stand there awkwardly.
Yeah, I'd sort of try and observe my surroundings just to like take a little mental log of what everything looks like and look at the pictures and just sort of stand there awkwardly for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, appropriate for Mac. And you hear her saying, car coming in, you hear her hesitate and be like, probably not hot, but, let's take it into the third garage. So one of the garages opens like a bit further back, a bit more secluded, and you can see a couple of the guys they lift open the doors ready to let you in.
There's flash the lights and bring it in.
Yeah.
All right. No fucking with this one. If there's anything missing, you're gonna hear from her. She'll ring you out. She'll probably fire you. Just take a look, see if everything's okay. Suggestions on improvements are always welcome. But also just make sure the glows and stuff are looking proper. Yeah?
Right, of course, miss.
Thanks. I'll head back over.
And you would have noticed, like, they're kind of, obviously quite greasy and dirty, but they do make an effort as you step out to kind of, like, clean themselves up a bit and everything. Like, be respectful when you're giving them instruction. I mean, let's face it, orders. So
Are there any that I would recognize? Like, are these people that I would recognize, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, they know who you are when you come in, and you can tell, like, they're professionals, but they're also a little bit cowed, a little bit beaten down, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After Tess's mum gets off the phone, she sits down, like, looks up. Oh, come on, sit down. And just stand there awkwardly.
Sure, no problem. Thank you very much. May I trouble you for a glass or something?
Sure, what would you like?
Let's go for you pick.
Of course. And she, like, goes back and into a fridge, like a little mini fridge in the corner. Just picks out, like, a, standard soda drink thing. No glass, just... There you go.
If I get an opportunity while she's pouring, I just want to eyeball every photo in the room, just looking for family pics and stuff, just trying to, like, log what everyone looks like.
Sure. There is a picture behind her of, like, there is a picture behind her of, like, the group of, like, mechanics, like a whole bunch of mechanics, like, standing outside the front of the garage, and then, like, Tess, very slightly younger, maybe, you think possibly, like, back when she was still human, and Tess's mum, like, in the front, like, smiling and beaming. And there's, like, a couple of really nice cars, like a couple of motorbikes, like, done up really nice.
Nice. And is Tess in the room right now?
Tess probably has made her way back by now, so she's just walking in.
Hey, Tess. How's it going?
Hey. Good. Glad to see the gang still around. Have you guys been getting a lot of jobs? I mean, it seems like you guys are working through the night. This is...
Well, we were, but it's kind of slowed down the last few days. There are a few jobs that we had that hadn't come through. We couldn't get in touch with the clients. I don't know. Like, it's bizarre.
So, I mean, how many jobs do you have going right now?
Just the one.
Just the one, okay. Where's that one coming from?
That one came from out in the country somewhere. Through the usual channels, but just a rich kid wanted a specific car, and
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Sorry for also not showing up with food. The Burger King was closed.
Yeah, I know. It's it's busy days, and It's fine. It's fine. I ate a little bit anyway earlier.
Okay. Are you? Have you? I know it's been tough, but you've been worried and stuff. I'm really sorry for waiting this long again to touch and.
It's
come back.
fine. Mr. Winono came and he explained everything, and it's as long as you're okay, it's absolutely fine. He brought a really nice young man a few days ago, and we had a chat.
Wait, Winnie came by?
Yeah.
Who was with him?
And she actually goes through her kind of appointment book and everything, and it's like, I wrote it down here somewhere. Cassius.
Oh.
Yeah. We just had a little short chat about you. He brought Mr. Cassius in to help with your situation. Sorry. I don't know if your friend here knows about that.
Oh, yeah, he's well aware. Yeah.
Okay.
Mac is actually I hired him to help out. Rags.
Yes, Ronald.
Yeah, he our last job went okay until it didn't.
Oh no.
So, Rags is put away, and Mac is investigating the situation, kind of on the DL. But Leah went missing, and Carl was shot. So, yeah, haven't done a job since then. But that's kind of beside the point. But what is
Is Mr. Winono connected to? Is that why you've been laying low for so long? And you can see her demeanor's changed very slightly. Her eyes are a little sterner. Her expression is a lot more serious.
He's not connected to the jobs that we do, but he is. He was very good at just making sure people were safe. It's kind of like a safe house for a lot of different kinds of people.
Okay.
Yeah, but what did you guys talk about?
Just your kind of strange. Well, not strange. Just he asked a little bit about your father. What he was like. What he did, and I kind of filled him in on the situation and why we're here, just a little bit, not too much. Okay. And he said, it was very possible that your situation was hereditary, and obviously it didn't come from me.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Which sorry, which part of it is hereditary?
The whole kind of oracly sensing the future, weird.
Yeah, right, of course, sure. Yeah. I didn't realize Dad was related to any of that.
Well,
I look over at Mac
I mean, we never really.
You may talk.
We never really talked about it that much. It was kind of it was an unsaid thing, but he was always very mysterious. He was always very, Yeah. I mean,
You got a picture of him?
No.
If you don't mind.
No, that no. I mean, I do, but I don't keep them out.
It's okay. It's don't worry.
I can show you a picture of him.
Could be some. You do have a picture of him, right?
On my phone somewhere, maybe.
No, I deleted those when we moved.
Oh shit.
It's all right. I can go get a photo.
If you don't mind, like, it's always good to know.
Well, no.
Okay.
I mean, I can get a photo for you, Tess.
Okay. Yeah, just so I can have something, you know. Just yeah. Obviously, I'm not sending it around to everyone.
Yeah, don't keep it out or anything. But yeah, let me. Okay, I'll be right back.
Sure.
There's drinks in the fridge if you want anything.
Thanks.
A few minutes, and she kind of
Yeah.
like bustles out, and you can hear her like, "What are you doing having a smoke? Get back to work right now! I'll kick your ass."
Love her so much.
Pour my drink into a plant pot.
Yeah, I mean you can drink it. You have had the blush of life, but you will have to, you know,
I'll pour it in a plant pot.
chug it back up. Yeah.
I'll
Does-
tell you what. I'll gargle it first.
Okay.
Does Blush of Life make me more interested in regular human food?
Not more interested, no, but
Okay.
it does make you seem. It does give you the color in the cheeks and the heat.
Sure. Yeah, I'll grab like an iced tea or something out of the fridge and crack it open.
Tess, you seem to have alluded to mentioning that the whole like priestessy oracle thing is not news to you.
No. That is news to me. I was very, very clearly lying, Mac. How do you not know that I was lying? I have no fucking clue what she's talking about.
No, I wasn't looking at you. I was looking at her.
Oh, fuck. Well, I don't know.
Right. Okay. So
First of all, I'm gonna kill Cassius. Second of all,
maybe interrogate him first. He might know more about you than you do.
thanks, Mac. Thank you
Just
for
saying.
telling me, Captain Mac Obvious here.
You're welcome.
Fucking okay. So they came to see my mom and they didn't even tell me. And then Cass knew about this like Oracle stuff or whatever.
Maybe. We'll ask him some
maybe?
questions later. Well, definitely.
Okay, but like I didn't even know anything about. Okay. So I'll have to give you a heads up about.
Tess, just because you probably would have talked with Winnie about this a little bit, he did say that he was going to come up with a story for your mum as to, instead of the truth, as to why why you weren't like available for a while he was training you and teaching you. And,
Yeah.
you know, so it's very possible that it's not true, or it's like something that he just kind of, he was like, yes, you know, and like
Oracle stuff. Oh,
so
okay.
He probably heard from your mum about your dad being a little bit weird and mysterious. They never really talked about it. He, you know, but there was something like occulty going on, and he like drew from that and came up with a story that, you know, it's hereditary and
It just seems so coincidental now.
yeah, right?
A lot of
Fuck.
coincidences.
Like I knew he was gonna say something to get my mom to relax, but feels very.
Sometimes the most
Yeah.
honest people are the best at lying. And Winnie had a lot of lies.
No fucking kidding. I need to ask my mom more about
You
my
do.
dad thing, because yeah.
I tell you what, I'll leave you to it. I'll go.
No. It's okay.
You
can
sure?
stay. Yes, because I want my mom to trust you too, because you are going to likely be around a bunch, and you know, she doesn't trust a lot of people, so you know, you kind of have to work up to this.
Okay.
And she,
Fair enough.
around about that time, she comes bustling back in with this kind of like framed photo, and she like sets it down and like starts undoing the back of it, and like hands over this picture. It's not just your dad; it is also your mum and you. and you're in you actually remember this. This is when you were about 8 or 9, and you were in the Ainu province in North Japan, and there was like a big festival going on. You're not sure which one, but you know your dad's in like proper kimono, and he's got a couple of like swords on his side, and you and your mum are in yukatas, you know, like traditional yukatas, like very nice, with your like your hair all done up and everything.
Oh, I'm glad you kept this one.
Well, I had to. You know, obviously I ferreted away because, you know, we don't want people asking questions, but...
Yeah. Just as an aside, Mom, Mac is probably one of my most trusted friends in the recent time. And I know things are a little weird, but you can be open with him.
Okay.
I look surprised at Tess.
I mean, it's true. You've helped with, you helped with Rags, and that was already a shit show. So,
Hey, don't worry about it. You're you were a good friend of Winnie's. That means you're a good friend of mine.
yeah. I mean, Mom, have you heard from Dad at all?
What, since you went to...
Yeah.
Yeah, once or twice. He sent word via a friend. He called once, which he said he couldn't do again. You know,
Yeah.
Things seem to be calming down a little bit, I think. So, hopefully, he'll have all the... And she kind of like stops herself, and she's like, hopefully everything will be sorted soon, and he can come back. He was talking about living here, maybe settling down, you know, in Weirgate for a while.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
It's a very lively place at the moment.
Not as much moving around, or, you know, probably still a little bit of, you know, what we used to do, but nothing as brazen or...
Sure. I mean, it'd be nice to see him again, you know, after
Tess,
after enough time.
roll me a... Let's go with wits, insight or wits awareness. Insight will be more reading your mum, awareness will be more the room.
All right, I'll do insight. Do I get any modifiers for it because it's my mom?
In this situation, because it's been a while, I'm gonna say no. It's more like reading kind of her background, stress and worries, etc.
Okay.
Okay.
3.
You can reroll 2 if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll
Mark off your...
reroll 2.
don't forget, everyone, you get your willpower back, so you can start with fresh willpower.
All right. That's
4 successes. She seems a little bit stressed, a little bit worried, and she keeps looking back to the financial stuff she's been going over. Like, obviously, she's much more concentrated on you, but there are moments where she's just like looking down and kind of like her brow furrows a little bit as she's like going over the numbers.
Hey, can I? Do you want to take a look at my car?
Sure,
You
yeah,
seem-
no,
you-
it's... Yeah.
I know you're probably super busy, and especially if jobs have slowed down.
Less busy.
Yeah, but you know, if you need like any financial help or anything, you know, I know that I still have I have money saved up from the jobs that I did, and I can start painting again. So
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're ready to get back into working on the cars again, like, I mean, we've had requests for you, but obviously you haven't been around to take them, so like, that would that would be nice. It'd be nice to have you here more.
okay. Yeah, you know what? Let me see what's going on. I mean, I'd probably have to work nights if that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, we're always open.
Yeah. But I can come in and do some stuff every so often, and yeah. But here, come take a look at the car that I got.
Okay.
I think you'll like it.
As you step outside, it is starting to get not light, but you can almost feel the dawn coming.
Okay.
So like, it's kind of like you probably don't have time to get your car fixed up, or like if you want to take it out and head back. So, you know, like you'll have to get going pretty soon. Otherwise, you will actually be racing the dawn.
I'll
I imagine
look
Tess
out.
would probably enjoy in a weird way, but isn't that safe?
Tess would love it in like a weird adrenaline junkie way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably just look out and just say, all right, yeah, no heavy work on it. Just look at it. I'll bring it back in again, probably pretty soon. So just
Yeah. One of the guys, you know, steps up with like a rag. Is like, we've been over it very quickly. You know, it all looks good, all tuned up. You've been treating it pretty decently. A few bumps, few scrapes, but I assume you've been taken out on the road.
Yeah. Haven't gone into any races yet though.
Okay.
Not recently. So, I mean,
Well, if you do, let us know and we can give her a tune up, or you can
Sure.
bring it in for a proper once over. But there's nothing pressing that you need to worry about.
yeah. While I'm kind of walking over with Mac too, I just want to be like, hey, if I give you an opening to look at that car, the other car, you want to take it?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Rich guy up north in the wilds.
Can do.
Just see what you can find. While I'm going over this with my mom, guys, hey, do you want to show Mac one of the other cars we have? We're partners right now in a lot of the work that we're doing. So
Of course, miss. We've only got one in, but
yeah.
can give him a quick show.
Give him a quick rundown. He's kind of new to it, so just show him the ropes.
Absolutely. And he like, come on, sir, and like takes you
Right.
through. Like, there's one of those kind of like, got the big garage doors, and then the little ones that are just normal doors let you through. Takes you in there. And he basically, like, we don't need to go into the proper amount of it, but
Sure.
he kind of takes you through the over the car, like bulletproof glass, reinforced underside, like metal plating on the underside,
Handy.
like reinforced wheels in case of, you know, like the type that can run over police traps and that type of thing.
Very practical.
Woohoo!
Is it an automatic?
Yeah.
Nice. What's your price?
Sorry.
No, Mac.
I'll just take it.
Sorry, I'm not sure if that was you saying that or if that was Mac.
Well, Tess was telling me to buy it, right? Or to offer
No!
to.
No,
I'm just
Tess-
telling
Did
you to
I
look
miss
at
something
it.
here?
Tess was
Just
telling you
look
to
at it.
check it
Okay.
out.
I was
Just
like,
check it
I thought you
out.
wanted me to buy it for the, like, I thought you wanted to
No.
give them cash. I'm fine.
An automatic.
Right. Okay.
It's an
Oh.
automatic.
No, I missed that.
No, like do the investigating thing.
Okay.
I
I'll do
mean,
the
if that wasn't
investigating thing.
clarified though in RP, I mean, I think that's pretty funny. A few,
So-
yeah.
I'll buy it. Tess will pay.
Unfortunately, we already have a buyer, so.
Ah, damn it. Hmm. Shame. You guys keep busy. I'll just have a little look around, okay?
Of course.
I just want to eyeball it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll do a premonition on it.
Okay. Roll me.
Just to learn what I can from it.
That is a rouse check, I believe, and
I think so.
Yeah. Roll me your. It's something in Auspex. I know that.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me see if I can pull it up. Premonition is resolve and Auspex.
Did me roll.
Okay. It's a little muddy, honestly. You. Actually, yeah, it's a little muddy. As in, there's like just you see mud on the wheels, mud on the sides. Just for a moment, it seems like pretty caked. And then it's gone.
Cool. I'll continue to just poke around and kill time for a bit.
Okay. Yes.
So this is the car I got for my last job.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
And she Sheepy doesn't know that much about cars, so Tess's mum is gonna like look under it and like open the hood and talk about engines and stuff. Sheepy's not going to because he'll make an ass of himself.
That's all right. I'll like while she's kind of like talking about it, I'll just be like, I can't stick around for too long tonight, but I actually would want to come back and do some work. So
yeah, I'd love to help.
Yeah, well, I mean, I want to help you too, especially if you guys need more income. I mean,
and we could do with more work at the moment, but I don't want to let anyone go.
Then don't. We'll have them work with me on some of the stuff. I can get them doing base paints and everything.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't want you, slipping back into if you don't want to be doing that again.
No, I'll stay on the straight and narrow, but the painting part at the very least I can do. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's custom work, so you can charge a bunch.
Yeah.
You get a couple jobs for this week and see what we can do.
I'll put some feelers out and see if the people who requested you before are still interested.
Sure. Yeah. Or anyone new. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take a look too and see what's around. Just go easy on them, Mom.
I mean, you got to work people hard.
Yeah, but don't bleed them dry. They are working hard.
They get paid well
You're
too.
working hard. Yeah, it's okay. Things will get better, and I'll help you.
Okay. And I'll talk to your dad, and I'll let him know that you're doing well, and that you're back.
Yeah, please do. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you told Winnie, though?
Well, I mean,
Just about Dad.
When we met, and then we left Japan, obviously, and there was a little bit of craziness for a while, and Shun's family is like, you know what they're like.
Yeah.
So I don't know that much, it was, we were in love and we were running away, and I never found out that much about his family. I mean, I met his parents once or twice, and they seemed like normal, a little strange like him, but
Were they?
sorry, you cut out.
Oh, were they in on the same stuff as Dad?
Yeah, family business like ours. I guess some things don't change, but yeah, powerful. They were a powerful family, and they had a lot of connections.
Can you ask Dad about it? Like, would he? I don't know if he'd be comfortable talking about it, but just at
Yeah.
least about the future reading, mystical stuff.
Sure, I can ask.
Just obviously don't do it if it's not the right time or not comfortable, but if it's something that Winnie is finding it important enough to ask, then I feel like I should at least try to find out more, you know?
Okay. Yeah. I'll ask him, and I'll ask him to, look into his family and see if it's like a common thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if there's any kind of pattern or whatever, I don't know. Yeah. I'm glad to see you're still holding up. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Eh, no threats or anything. No
No.
danger. Nothing. Okay. Good. Yeah.
We're always careful to keep our heads down. We don't want to attract, like, even if things have calmed down with Shun, like, it's still worth keeping circumspect.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I think probably around about this time Mac comes out, like, let out as well after looking at the.
Mm-hmm.
Nice car.
Yeah, very nice. Bit muddy, but yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
You're not buying it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I wouldn't mind it.
Can you even drive an automatic?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Mom, we might be in the market for another car, by the way.
Okay.
For Mac and to share amongst our little group. So Mac and actually Cassius has been hanging out with us too. And we have a girl named Chrys who is awesome.
Okay.
She's
Well,
a bit of the muscle.
I mean, if you want to acquire one, we can do the works on it, or
Well, don't get me wrong. We'll make sure we can pay for it as well.
Okay.
We're not gonna be. We're gonna make sure you actually have work.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, we're gonna take off. Because obviously we got here a little later than we wanted to.
I should get to bed, and you can see, like, she's at this point looks quite tired, probably like the excitement of meeting you and everything, and she probably like has stayed up to wait for you because you were coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get some sleep.
But you're okay to visit now, and your training's complete.
Yeah, kind of. It's still a lot of busy days, but luckily in the evenings I'm able to kind of get out a little bit more. So
Okay.
if I come visit, it'll probably be hopefully not this late, but definitely just after I'm kind of done my daily duties.
Yeah.
And
Well, I work late anyway, so.
right, yeah. And
Not usually
next time
this
I'll
late,
actually
but.
yeah.
Okay.
Send him home. Go to bed.
We're just finishing up. I'm going to bed very soon.
All right. Okay. And I'll give her a hug and get back to the car and actually, and I want to make sure I can take a picture of the picture that she took out as well, which I don't know if I did when I was there, but
Okay. Oh, well, she gave you the photo.
oh, okay, then I'll just keep the photo in
So
my
like
wallet.
she took it out of the frame and gave it to you.
And as I'm just getting in the car and like turning on, I'll just be like, "Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
You should come to one of my training things just so that you can know a little bit more about it."
Sure. Is that
I think-
allowed?
Yeah, actually, it's been encouraged. It's a little weird. It's kind of, it's out in the woods,
Okay.
and it can be a little spooky, but I promise you'll be safe. Just, we can set a date for it.
And she just gives kind of like a little half swell. She's like, I've seen spooky before.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'll text you and we can figure something out.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Nice seeing you.
You too. Drive safe.
Thanks.
Nice meeting you both, all of you.
And like she stands there as you drive off and cut a right, because I assume you're not going through town.
No.
You have the time, but by the time you get back, it'll pretty much be, bedtime. So you'll get. You don't need to race the sun. You didn't spend too much time here. Wait, sorry. Do you guys want to have a chat before you?
Yeah.
Is that a good idea to introduce her to the big wolf?
He wants to see her.
Did he? Oh.
He actually wanted to see your dad.
Well,
Close enough.
she's part of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
He may as well see everyone.
she's
Cool.
okay with that type of stuff, right? She ain't gonna, like...
Who
break her or
knows?
anything.
I have no idea, Mac. But if she's married to my dad, and my dad, I don't know what Winnie said or what Cass heard or whatever, but we're gonna have a conversation.
It's one thing hearing from someone, about something spooky, but it's another thing seeing it. I just, think about it, okay?
I'll think about it. I'll
I
think
guess,
about it real hard, sure.
I'll tell you what, take me along if worst case scenario, she doesn't like what she see, bang, she forgets. Problem solved.
Right, just like you made me forget how you turned into a completely different person in my car.
What?
Huh? No, we're just driving. Hey, how was the car that you checked out?
Not particularly interesting. It was bulletproof, flash, anti-police, steel plating stuff. Pretty, yeah. If I was gonna get in a gunfight, it'd be a little bit handy.
Sorry, not particularly interesting, and then you tell me that it has bulletproof shit and it...
Yeah, it's sort of, I don't know, mundane stuff, But yeah, sure. Compared to a giant wolf, I'd say not particularly interesting, but yeah, it was bulletproof. It had, the police thing, steel plating underneath, some other stuff too. Yeah, someone wants some protection, I guess.
How is that not particularly interesting to you? My mom literally said this person is from out of town, in the country,
Sure.
super rich dude.
I assume that's
Ringing
what she
any
does.
bells?
She not do that every day? Oh, you think he's Italian?
Fuck's sake, Mac.
I assume she did that shit every day. I don't know your family's business.
Tess,
So I take it that's out of the ordinary for her, yeah?
It's not out of the ordinary. It's just the pieces, Mac. You're an investigator. Do you not think maybe this could be, if it was, maybe the prince?
Maybe. I don't know.
Tess,
I'll look into it.
question.
Yeah.
What did you do with the photo?
I would have put it behind my little phone case.
Okay.
Like, so it's like up against my phone.
Just so you know, because I know a lot of people don't know that much about your dad and, all that type of thing. He has his hair back, like very dark hair, obviously being Japanese. He's got like a kind of a short ponytail that kind of like just spikes off like very quickly. So he has kind of long hair, kind of comes down to about here, at least in the picture. You haven't seen him for a while. And he has the biggest shit-eating grin of like a kid who has just figured out that he can put cellophane on the toilet seat.
Oh no.
You know, it's like, and you remember him. We'll go into it a little bit, seeing as you got the photo, and it probably stirs up a few memories. You remember him playing pranks on you when you were growing up. You remember him, you know, like teaching you all of these like weird and dumb tricks that you can do to like annoy your mom and annoy him and all this kind of thing. So yeah, he was.
Little prankster.
You remember him as very strong and very like vital, but also he had this kind of like childish side to him.
Goddamn. Miss my dad. Yeah, while I'm still like thinking, I'm just like, yeah. What were we just talking about? We were talking about the car thing. Anyways, yeah.
The interesting vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of interesting cars in my time. But I mean, you kind of put two and two together when you see a client that has, you know, a lot of money and needs protection. That's a gang vehicle. That
Sounds
is
about right.
Yep. Shit. Okay. Well.
I didn't exactly feel it was my business to be poking around the paperwork, you know. But if you want me to, I'll find out where it's going, and
we have enough things to figure out right now.
we got a lot of
anyways.
shit to do.
Yeah. No, I've seen my share of gang vehicles back in the day, and that certainly looks like one. I'll just like take out the picture of my dad or of my family and just like show it to him and just be like, what does my dad look like to you?
Premonition.
Browse and roll.
Yeah,
Browse and
I'm
roll.
gonna get hungry. No, I didn't for change.
Oh. So you're on 2 hunger currently?
Yep. And I can't re-roll any.
No.
I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of take a look at the picture, and it's, you know, it's Tess's dad, Tess's mom in the middle, and then Tess kind of next to her dad. And you see kind of vague images behind Tess's dad. Kind of very translucent, just vague images of like form, like figures of people.
Okay.
And they're clustered around Tess's dad and also around Tess. But not around her mom.
I see the resemblance between you and him.
Well, he's pretty good at hiding pretty much everything but that.
Yeah. He's I think you and him have definitely got this in common, so there's a chance he might know a little bit more about it than we do. Let's hope so.
I take the photo back and I put it back behind my phone case.
Yeah. And let's transition over from Tess and Mac driving back to probably a little bit earlier in the evening, as Cassius and Chrys have been tidying up and sorting out the salon, and Cassius has announced his intention to head out into the city for a bit.
You want to come with? We just need to check the area.
Sure. What are we? Just making sure we're okay in our little. If Aiden's out again, I'm gonna flip my shit.
Eden. Oh, Aiden. Oh yeah, the kid. Well, I sent him home.
Well, better not be out again.
I guess we'll see. But Flintbridge, just in general, we'll try and cover as much of it as possible in the next couple of nights. See if anyone's, taken the risk that Winnie might not take notice or whatever they think.
Okay.
I want to move quick.
So,
No.
do you have the map up for yourselves?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
In and around Flintbridge, just kind of
Okay.
starting, probably on the southwest, because that's close. That kind of area between My Haven and Winnie's,
Okay.
because it's more important to know that we have a clear track between the two.
All right. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. How are you going about searching?
Unless Chrys has a better idea, literally just walking the streets,
Okay.
taking a look for gang tags, people hanging out,
Symbols.
people taking notice.
Etc.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we should be particularly subtle, so we're just gonna stomp around a little bit.
You'd also like to not be. You'd like to be a little obtruse about it. All right. Noted. Cassius. Then, in that case, give me a occult intelligence.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Or politics intelligence.
Nah, I'll do a cult.
Occult.
There's only one dice in it, but yeah.
Okay.
How am I doing for hunger? I'm on 1 hunger at the moment, so I'm gonna put a rouse check into it to, really, really pay attention.
Yeah.
Which I fail.
Okay, you get hungry.
Get an extra dice. 4, 5, 6, 7. Messy critical.
Okay. Yeah, you see as you're walking down kind of from Winnie's towards 1 second. Yeah. You see as you're walking down from Winnie's towards the edge of town, kind of going down that main road, well, not main road, but down that side road towards the exit towards the woods, there is a building, and you notice a kind of scrawled symbol on the wall outside one of this kind of it looks like a butcher's shop. And the symbol is it's like Latin or Greek, maybe. You're not entirely sure, because you learned the symbol, you didn't learn the language, and it means it means hunger sated, basically. And the Kindred have picked it up. It's kind of to designate a feeding spot or feeding area.
What group uses that symbol, or is it just in general,
They
English Kindred?
No, well, they actually tend to use it more, in the Mediterranean and out further, like parts of Africa and the Middle East. But it has been picked up around here as well. It's kind of antiquated, which is why it was a cult. It's something you picked up running with the people you ran with in the past.
Okay.
Quite often, a hunting area would be marked with that symbol to designate these are our woods, these are our forests, this is our hunting area if we want to take animals or humans, etc.
Oh. So
It doesn't just mean that, but
yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's like a hobo code kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cass goes up to it and starts tracing the lines of this symbol and takes a look in the window of the shop. He's like, is this... He's trying to figure out whether Winnie put this here or this is new.
Okay. It definitely seems new. Like it was kind of like, it's just chalked on. It's just like colored chalk. And the sign on the shop, it's like, it says Gimlet's Delicatessen.
Gimlets.
Yeah.
Make cocktails here? What?
Chrys is just kind of checking around whilst
Yeah.
Cass is
Like
being weird.
I think probably like you guys were walking and Cassius saw this and he's like going up and like tracing this and you're just like,
I'm just like,
what
okay,
what are you doing, bro?
I'll-
And inside there's one man behind the counter. It's open.
Sure. Cass just signals to Chrys like, I'm going in here.
Okay.
This is someone's mark, someone's feeding ground, probably. Let's find out who.
okay. It's a bit close to home.
So as you walk in, the bell dings, ding ding ding. You know, classic British shop. There's like kind of like display meat, and some things hung up. There's no sign of actual like, you know, like pieces being cut or anything like that too much. The guy, you actually realize now that the guy standing behind the counter is on a box because he's like 4 foot tall. Big kind of bushy beard. And he looks up, and he kind of like, you know, deadpan. He's got like completely shaved head, no hair, but you know, just like a tiny amount. And he doesn't, you know, smile or anything like that. He's just like, "Welcome, customer, to Gimlet and Co.'s Delicatessen. We deal with meat. Would you like some meat?"
I look at Chrys and you want some meat?
No, thanks.
What about offal?
Sure, why not? We have offal, we have intestines, we have... And like you see him kind of like look to the side, like, you know, like look to the side for inspiration. Lamb shanks and everything that a person could want for their meat-eating needs.
I'm gonna insight this guy. Is
Yep.
he just like a new here, or is he covering for something?
Okay,
Wits insight?
it's insight.
That's not great. Yeah. 2 successes.
No successes. Yeah, no, he like not only is he not only is he not a very good salesman and probably not used to working at the counter, he also very clearly doesn't know anything about meat. As in, it may have been a long time since he ate meat. He's probably not a butcher for a start.
Yeah, getting that vibe
Yeah.
off of this guy.
His beard would be in a net for health and safety.
It is not in a net.
So, Guy, how long have you been a butcher?
Gimlet.
Your name's Gimlet.
My name's Gimlet.
All right. Well, if that's your name up there,
Yep,
Who's
my
the
name
butcher?
indeed. Hmm?
who's the butcher? Because it certainly ain't you.
Oh, no, I am a butcher. I butcher...
Please, no, stop. Please, don't embarrass yourself. What's going on here?
What do you mean?
Is it you that's claimed this area? I saw the mark.
Oh, the mark is just to bring in customers. First-time customers, that is. If you are indeed worrying about where to get your next meal, Gimlets can help you.
I look at Chrys. Are you willing to risk it?
There is no risk, not at Gimlets. That is why I have put the word out that people like us can come here to find a meal that is safe from our current dangers. Tell me, are you working for someone, or are you here for yourselves?
Yeah, I'm working for someone.
Of course.
They're in this area. So forgive me for not entirely being convinced, but it is dangerous at the moment.
Oh, it is indeed, but I have found a solution.
Have you now? I'd
And,
love to
like,
hear it.
He kind of like looks around and then like jumps off his box and like kind of potters, like he does this kind of like weird shuffle run, because he's got quite short legs, and he shuffles like over and like closes the blinds and like flips the sign to closed, and closes the blinds on the door, and then like shuffle runs back and then like claps his hands, and two people come out from the back. One of them is like very clean suit, nice tie, very well presented, male, and the other one is like messy hair, looks like she just rolled out of bed, like really messed up, and she has like a hoodie on, and the hoodie's like yeah. And the thing you have in the hoodie, the like string from the hood,
Oh, right, yeah.
is like, one is like completely up to the hole and the other is like dangling. And he's like, meet my taste testers. You bring someone in and they test it for you. No risk to yourselves.
Huh. And how did you convince them to take that job?
I have my ways.
And what's your benefit from this?
Money, information, favors, anything that we can barter. It's much better than being burned alive. Already business is booming and it's only been a few days.
Smart.
Pretty good corner on the market.
Yeah.
Cheapy's a little bit proud of that thought. I was like, someone would have figured this out and done it,
So have you been through many tasters? No offense.
None
You
so
too.
far. They are all fine.
All two of them.
Well, they're free, but the other one has already gone down for the night.
In flames or just sleep?
Just in sleep. No flames yet, thankfully, but you never know. Which is why I have started this business.
Honestly, I can't argue with that.
It's a really good idea.
It's pretty good. It's really smart. Kind of wish I thought of that. Okay. What's your price?
Well, if you would like to drink from someone who is already tested and fine, it will be expensive. If you bring someone in for testing, then less expensive.
Do you reckon we can find those goons we found earlier? Log them back here.
We've been tidying up for a while, but we could have a dash around. It's quite early.
The other option, if you wish, is if you just need to sate the hunger a little, for a even larger price, you can drink from one of these. This is Felix, points to the male, and Cassidy.
Okay. It's a dangerous business you're in, but I can't fault your logic. How about we inform you what's going on in Flintbridge, and you give my friend here some clean blood.
Everywhere but Flintbridge. I know about Flintbridge, at least a little bit. They've all been coming here.
Have they now?
But I haven't heard word from out in the maze, up in Hunter's Walk, over the bridge. I'd love to hear more about that.
That's fair enough. You won't have heard who's contesting this area, though, will you?
I do. I mean, I haven't heard a peep about the big power, but everyone else, yes.
Fair enough.
Honestly, I was expecting to get run out by him a while back, but when I set up, no one said anything. Been a couple of days, no visits, so
More important things to deal with. Do you want a drink, Chrys?
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know as much as I do, so feel free to make your trade.
So I'm just trying to think of what is the least unuseful information to give them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'll say just to cast Talia.
Talia, that is Hunter's Walk, right? That one? Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
You know Talia at all?
I've heard the name Talia.
Bitch. Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Before you go further, just part of my entrepreneurial spirit, what exactly are we asking for here? Are you bringing someone in to be tested? Are you taking some of my stock? Or are you going for one of these lovely, and he points, he like looks over at them and at Cassidy, who's like really like messy and just dirty and like people.
I think I'm just trying to deal for having one of they've already tested, because obviously it was getting late early already, so we don't want to go out and bring it back and go back. Yeah, so
time to go grab those people that may or may not be there. It's a bit of a risk.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do to lighten the price.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's up to you though, Chrys.
there's no guarantee that there though, Cass. It's been a while. I'm hungry now, so.
No delayed gratification for you then. Okay.
I assume also you are set up in this area.
Thought you knew everything about the area. There, bud.
I'm always open to new information.
If you're trying to be a neutral ground, sounds about right.
Trying to be for the benefit of all.
How generous of you. We're set up nearby, yeah.
Well, as long as you can give me some information, a decent chunk of the city, outside of Flintbridge, obviously, and you are willing to guarantee my continued business without harassment, then yes.
I don't know the full extent of your business, but if this
I
is
don't
it,
know the
then-
full extent of yours either.
Exactly. So, if this is the borders of it, then seems cool with me.
I consider the few houses around here mine, but I don't have aspirations to expand.
Then we shouldn't clash too much.
Wonderful to hear.
And if
Doing
we
a
do, we'll be sure to send word before anything drastic happens.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna have a drink.
Chrys is gonna have a drink, please.
What information do you give?
So I'm gonna tell him about Talia set up in Hunter's Walk with quite a large area.
Okay.
That she's been clashing with another powerhouse in Hunter's Walk. And
Which is who?
I don't want to tell him, but I know it's Calig.
Oh, I know that too. He's asking.
But I don't wanna-
Yeah, and he's asking who it is. Yeah, you're muted.
We
Sorry.
don't like Calig, do
No,
we?
I was just making faces in
Yeah.
irritation of that. I don't want to give him everything.
Yeah, Chris has weirdly been put into the barter
Yeah.
system way too many and like come out badly every time. So
She's trying to be sketchy, but she's okay. Yeah, some Calig guy. Yeah, they're not
Calig,
getting
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, but I very recommended to avoid Talia because she's going all on other kindred.
I mean, no judgment from me.
Yeah, but at least you've made a business model. It's just
There's some places.
I
some
am
people shouldn't go.
entrepreneurial. That frontier spirit, you know?
Mm.
from what I hear, she is just taking folks, and it just seems very harsh. Okay, at least they might set on fire, but at least your folks are living.
Hmm.
And I don't know your agreement, but they seem to not be here unconsensually.
Sure.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
I said seem.
Yeah, you definitely get a twitch from the girl, like a kind of eyebrow twitch, like
Yeah. Not dead.
not dead.
Not dead. So that's great. Is that enough? I'm really thirsty.
I mean, if you're wanting a drink from someone of mine, I'm gonna need a little more about the city. I need to know where to send out feelers, where to send out invitations. I mean, you've told me about Hunter's Walk. I appreciate it. Gonna take my time and ease into that because it sounds like a bit of an RG. But what about the maze? What about over the bridge?
Well, I can say a little about the maze.
I'll tell you what. As a sweetener, how about I give you a little bit of information on Flintbridge, seeing as you don't seem to know that much. You're muted again. Sorry.
Could always be handy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd say tell him about the maze.
So, do you know Kale Katan? Katan? It's a hard word to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was primed to be the next primogen of the Malkavian, right?
Yeah. Apparently, he is looking to make accords with folks. So, could be
Interesting.
an expansion area over there.
Okay. Good to
For
know.
you.
Good to know.
Wanting to make accords with folk, but I haven't heard loads from him as yet.
Okay. And anything over the bridge?
It's a lot of information, buddy. It's supposed to be a trade going here.
And you're getting something to drink. And also, I'll see what information I can give you about Flintbridge.
I'm gonna glance at Cass. It's a
We
lot of
don't know that
information.
much about over the bridge. We know there's one person that is very aggressively expanding
Okay.
and quite violently as well, and that is Gorban.
Heard the name. Bit of a firebrand even before this all started.
I don't know him, but apparently a massive dickhead. Clashing with all sorts.
All right.
So just watch the bridges, because he has the bridges over.
That's what I hear is he's got them on watch.
Okay.
Careful.
I will be of a special care if I decide to go over the bridge. I will probably just send an envoy over.
Probably a better idea than not. Obviously.
Well, all of this is very good to know. I appreciate you telling me. Young lady, you may, if you like, go into the back, pick out who you would like, and looks at Cassidy and says, if you would escort her, my dear.
I love how we're just trusting this guy that they've been tested.
Oh, so you
She'll
can
test in front of me.
Yeah.
Good. I was like,
Oh yeah, Gimlet's thought of everything, don't worry.
good. Okay, that's fine. I was going to suggest it, but I'll just do it now.
And
Yay.
for you, young man, would you like a little, or would you like to wait for your friend to come back before I divulge my learnings?
Wait for my friend.
Okay. So Cassidy takes you around the back. There's a couple of people. They look sedated. And they're kind of like, they're not in cages, but they are kind of like tied up. And she bends down and like bites on one of them and takes some blood in, and then like steps back. All good.
Okay. She's having a crisis of convictions for a moment.
Oh yeah, okay.
But so Chrys is gonna feed on one of them.
Okay. They do seem fairly like, so you do get some blood when you bite and start to drink, but like earlier than you would expect. You start to feel that ending coming. You get enough for 2 dots to take off 2 dots of hunger.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like murder the sleepy people.
There was no agreement that you can't, but it's
Just
up
not
to you.
gonna do it. No.
Okay. You weren't that hungry starting off, right? I think you're on 3.
3, yeah.
So you're back down to 1. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
It's getting concerning for a while.
And then obviously, you lick the wound, it closes. They look a bit pale. They look kind of like a bit restless in their state of unconsciousness. And Cassidy says, right, well, do you want to go back?
Yeah, do you want to go back?
Sure.
Okay, it's a weird question.
All right.
And
So she leads you back through. You come back out into the main shop area, butcher's shop area, and yeah, they've been waiting for you, probably just talking inconsequential, mostly like, wow, shit's weird, huh? Alright. Satisfied customer. Wonderful. Always happy.
The middle one's pretty tapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to get some new stock in.
I'm just looking at Chrys like, you okay with this? Everything?
Not really. She's not really fine with it.
Here's a question. How bad is this for Chrys? Are we talking like stain here?
I don't.
Or is it just kind of a crisis of faith more than anything else?
I don't think it is stain, but I don't think she'll come back again, and she's really not happy with it.
Okay.
And but I was kind of gonna ask your opinion on that.
Well, seeing as it's clearly going to cause problems for the future, I don't feel like we need to give you a stain for it. I think it's borderline. So if Chrys is feeling really bad about like feeding off someone in that situation, that kind of thing, it doesn't really go against any of her convictions, to be honest.
It's close to one.
It's close to one, but I wouldn't.
Which is why I was like,
yeah. I'd say if you felt like Tess wasn't that bothered about it, I'd say she probably would get a stain. But like, considering she's very clearly uncomfortable with it and probably never going to do this again.
Did you mean Chrys, not Tess?
Yeah, sorry, Chrys.
I was like, yeah. So I think if we come back, we'll have to have this discussion again.
Yeah, and yeah. If I think probably if Chrys does come back and feeds again like this, if she gets hungry and then probably yes, stain. But for now, just a lot of feeling bad.
It's
Well,
kind of weird.
If there is anything else, please don't hesitate to come back.
The Flint Bridge.
Oh, of course, silly me, slipped my mind. So, if you are interested in who's about the area, well, I don't know where they reside precisely, but not too far away from here is Selene and Kaber. They've set up, just a little area for themselves. They pop in here now and then. Good people.
And then near the butchers.
They're a bit closer over towards the maze somewhere, as far as I know. But I mean, they haven't. Again, they're like me. They haven't set up a territory. They're just looking after their own little spot of land.
Oh. What's their trade?
No idea.
Just friendly licks.
They pop in.
Fair enough. All right, cheers.
And over by the waterfront. I don't know what they call themselves. All I know is they're up along the waterfront. Man by the name of Roman.
Okay.
Nothing too big, just set himself up with the waterfront, looking to defend his territory, far as I know. Don't know much about him, never heard of him before. From what I hear, he's from a different city, came in recently.
Bit of an unknown.
Yeah. All I know is he was a favorite of a prince out there. Different area.
That's never good.
What, in like North Flintbridge or?
Yeah, right up against the waterfront.
It's a lot of waterfront. Near the bridges.
Well, you know, as far as I know, it pretty much goes along all the waterfront from the bridge.
All right.
But he hasn't been expanding, he hasn't been making waves. As far as I know, he just wants that X section and he wants his piece.
Okay.
Okay. And any other fractured folk we should know about?
There's a couple of others, not in Flintbridge, just outside, going closer to the maze. The ideal was for Flintbridge, so...
Ah,
They,
so
they
they're not in Flintbridge.
No. They pop in here for a little bit of information and whatnot. And also, you know, it depends where you consider Flintbridge. Like, some people consider that, like, bottom part, the maze. Some people think it's
Fuzzy
Flintbridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You've had your wiggle room.
Technicalities.
This is an interesting business you've got here, and I hope you get everything you deserve. Have a nice night.
Thank you. You too.
Ding ding. Go out through the front door.
Out we go.
Yep.
Wait a little bit of walking, and then just go to Chrys. So, how was that for you?
Is my tongue numb?
I look.
So just are you heading back to the salon, like a roundabout way? Are you?
Probably gonna take a winding route because there's still more of Flintbridge to cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of winding route are we talking? Incidentally, where you were is just there.
Hang on.
Wait, I'm not pinging. Why am I not pinging? Give me a second. There we go. So, right down that road from Winnie's.
Okay.
Yeah, just on that corner there. Yeah.
Uh,
So that's Gimlet's delicatessen.
It's gonna get a gim.
Yeah. It's not a big area.
No.
So, are you wanting to go and look into either areas before you head back, or you haven't? I will say you don't have much time left.
Yeah, gonna.
Like, the likelihood is most Kindred are getting their heads down as well at this point.
You won't find much.
May not.
All right. Probably gonna find a route because it's closer towards Roman's area.
Okay.
Like skim that waterfront section of buildings, see what I can see, but then just like not spend a lot of time there and go straight back.
Okay, so
'Cause,
kind of a around the block type of thing, like just literally walking along the boundary.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell you now, you don't run into anyone. There's no like exciting incident. So what we'll have is, because Sheepy needs to pee. We'll have you guys can talk as you're walking back, and then once you got back, you'll get back probably a little bit after Tess and Max, so everyone will be there at the same time when you get back there.
I just want to ask Chrys before we get there with the others, like, Flintbridge will be yours if you try hard enough. Is that something you want to exist in there? You didn't seem comfortable.
She's poking her tongue a
Your
little bit.
tongue looks fine. What's...
Well, okay. When the drunk person made me a bit drunk. I'm just making sure, Cass. They were. No, I hated it. It was gross. I hate it. It's
What are you
gross.
going to do about it?
Not
Anything?
go there. I don't know. It's different when they're I don't know. It's different. It seems harsher when they're knocked out and on a slab and they can't even try to fight back.
You think the fight's what makes it?
Give them a good attempt. And they could die and not have anything. Did
Devil's
lame.
advocate here, but neither of those sound like consent.
No, but at least they have a go. You know, if someone beats
Yeah, I'm sure
one of us
dying
out in the
while
wild
screaming and
and-
fighting for your life is far more humane.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not one to judge.
They have a chance, albeit a very, very slim chance. They have a chance, unlike the people on the table who are just knocked out, just laid there. They could just die, like now. And
probably.
they wouldn't know any different. And that's
Dead's
just
dead.
sad.
It is a bit sad, but I mean, we're predators. We're going to take the advantage however we can get it, right?
Well, you could go.
We've
But
already
I'm
got
not
a bit of a margin on them, even if you jump them in an alley.
But there's the chance. That's what I was saying, Cass. Although it's minuscule, it's not sporting.
Sporting.
It's not
Wow.
sporting.
There's a lot to unpack here. You sure it's not just for your own pleasure, your own conscience?
Well, yeah, I don't like eating people who are knocked out. It's weird. Well, not knocked out. Well, that's fine, but just
I'm just saying, has anyone ever really gotten away from you? How big is that chance?
I don't know the answer.
No one has ever gotten away from you if it comes down to a physical bout.
Well, and she's just gonna keep walking back to Winnie's.
Yes, it is much like a lion taking down an otter or something like that, you know?
But there's a chance.
Okay, there's a chance. Okay, I agree. There's a chance. I'm just saying, know yourself.
I
saying
know
you should
who I am.
Don't. Whatever. I'm not going to lecture you. You won't listen.
She's already walked away, like going gradually faster to walk ahead. In a grump.
Yep.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yep, we all arrive at Winnie's at the same place, like moments before sunup.
You
Think
know,
so?
like yeah, it's really starting to get there. Tess and Mac have probably been here for a good like 10-15 minutes or so. So I imagine you'd head downstairs into the basement. Okay. So you and I imagine it's the same for you. It's just kind of, you know, unless Chrys goes straight to bed, which would be up.
She's kind of grumpy at Cass right now for being a bit judgy.
Yep. You want to go straight and crash?
Yeah, Chris is gonna.
Door slams a little bit. There's like stomping on. You hear stomping like going upstairs.
Okay,
Hey, Cass.
hi and bye, I guess.
Note to everyone, maybe bring up the subject of hunting slightly more carefully and less academically to
Oof.
to Chrys.
Cassius says this like to the room as he's walking down the stairs.
Yeah, feeding preferences, man. That's like talking about politics. It done
Don't
him
do it
well.
unless you want to find out you hate someone. Bye.
Pretty much. Pretty much. You been productive?
Yeah, I'll fill you in on the coloring book that we've done.
And yeah, you
Once
don't
you-
have to actually go through it in character. Like, we can have a quick scene where like Cassius brings out a map of the city.
And one of those telescopic pointy things.
Yeah. And he just kind
So
of
here and here and here.
just kind of takes you over. Like, what I will say is not all of it will be for definite accurate.
Yeah, this is all hearsay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So like the map that you guys see in the stream is all of the ones we found out last week, and it's like it's much more accurate than what you just got. So
All right.
because that was like a legitimate info broker. That was from Kafka. So he did take you through like the boundary lines and everything, whereas what you just got from Gimlet was like, yeah, kind of over in this direction, or kind
Yes.
of up there, and like, you know, whatever. You know.
Up past the boots. Like,
Yeah.
oh, cool, thanks.
And like people very often come to him, and have been coming to him like over the past few nights. So he doesn't necessarily know where people are, just like general vicinity.
Nice work.
And obviously
job.
you would have been told about Gimlet and what the business he's got running there and everything.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Butcher.
I don't really know.
For him.
Both of you. It's on our doorstep, right?
That's more than anything the problem I find. Too close for comfort.
Sending a message too. This is Freeman's land. Come and set up shop if you like. Everyone's nice and friendly. Someone else will be coming soon. Then another. Then another.
We need to make a statement.
I mean,
Would
at
agree.
least it's accessible food.
True.
Accessible for everyone in a 3-mile radius is the problem. Only good thing is
So
people
we
come to
make
him.
a claim.
Here's an idea. Is there anyone you don't like that we should or could pick a fight with?
I don't know the people in this city
Ditto.
well enough to like or hate them.
If we find some little bottom feeder, we get old Butcher there to send the feeders out, right? Send him an invitation. He comes over, he feeds, he never makes his way home again. A capiche. You know? We don't have to kill the Butcher, just...
Roman seems like a bit of a free state. Not interested in picking sides. Might be able to force his hand.
True, but... Still, I'm concerned. He won't be the first.
You would also probably be able to discern from the conversation that there's a few more like territories and factions further to the east of you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's like speckled resistance in that direction.
Right.
And it sucks that we don't know about it, but you know, it could either be big news or no news within a
fries.
night.
I get it. Tess, how you doing?
Fine after seeing my mom. Although, I did have something I did want to talk about with Cass.
Ruh-roh.
And since you're here, I would love it if we could have a little discussion.
It's getting pretty late. Everyone, you know, you're starting to feel that pull towards sleep. How long, you know, I mean, Tess, do you want to get into it now, or?
No, I'm like, once I kind of like look at the time, I'll be like, but we can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Everyone heads to their respective sleeping spots. Mac, do you want to take
Grab a couch or something.
well, I was wondering if
Assuming
you wanted
there's
to take Saturday's room.
I think I'd feel uncomfortable with that. I'm assuming there's blackouts, so I'd be like on a couch or somewhere like inconvenient.
There is the beanbag chair.
Beanbag chair it is.
What about Winnie's room?
Don't touch Winnie's room.
I'm pretty
Which
sure
I really
Cass-
hated. I felt uncomfortable even
Yeah.
bringing that up, but like,
I'm pretty sure Cassius, you're are you taking Winnie's room?
Cass is taking Winnie's room, and if anyone goes to the door or anything, they'll see him like on the bed or whatever Winnie had in there to sleep on.
Incidentally, Cassius, you've had a few impressions from Conan out in the woods. He's been chasing bunnies,
No.
and he's been having a whale of a time. He spent like an hour digging a hole to try and get to a rabbit. It was just mounds of dirt flying. And
Yeah. He doesn't even care that there's no rabbit there. It's like the fact that he did or didn't catch a rabbit is immaterial.
Yeah,
There was an
he's-
hour of
he's-
hole digging. It was great.
He's literally like, it doesn't matter what's in there. I'm gonna find out.
I'm gonna see if I can tell him to round up the bunnies. See if we can get
Okay.
a self-replicating food supply.
I mean,
Bunnies.
he wouldn't be able to like store them anywhere is the problem.
Oh, but you can like scare them into staying in specific areas.
Yeah. Oh, you want him to kind of set up a perimeter of like no
Yeah.
rabbits get out alive.
Yes, exactly.
Roll me a. This would probably be Feral Whispers, maybe. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's just kind of like in reverse almost, I guess. But yeah, it's not a rouse check because he is bonded. But I will ask for a rouse check to boost the blood a little bit because there is a bit of a distance on this one.
Okay, this could go really bad. God damn it.
You gain hunger.
Yeah. All right.
And you all settle down. And I'll need a rouse check for the night.
As Cass is settling down, before he goes asleep, he will be reading Winnie's last message to him, which is how to control other people's beasts.
You can probably do a bit in the. I mean, there's a dog in the room. So it's a little
It's the Chihuahua.
it's a little chihuahua.
Yeah, as he's going to sleep, he's gonna like watch it like a and he's like, shut up.
It's actually quite
He's gonna-
quiet.
Oh, okay.
You
gonna-
know, when he was training it, so.
He's gonna see if he can use that power on it and
Oh yeah. Give that a little bit of a test.
give it a swirl.
Okay. So yes, you do get hungrier, which I believe puts you at 4. So when you wake up, there's gonna be a hell of a burn in the back of your throat. Blood's gonna be on the forefront of your mind.
Yeah.
I was really tempted to go, but before you all wake up, Tess. But no, there's no dream.
thank fuck. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like
It's time for a mine.
I'm very worried about all like, going to sleep. Just want to stay awake forever.
Honestly, I was considering a dream with your dad, but because he's on your mind obviously at the moment. But we'll give you a break. So yeah, Chrys and Cassius get hungrier. I guess feeding on innocent people has its toll. Technically, everyone's innocent, give or take, but
She doesn't. That's not the issue.
yeah. I know.
The chance,
Good
Cass.
chance.
They need the chance of getting away from someone they absolutely can't get away from.
I could fall over. You don't know.
Sure. I mean, you haven't yet. And that accosting someone in the alleyway was like military precision, but okay.
But could happen.
So, yeah, you will wake up. Cassius. I mean, yeah, you're hungry, dude.
I'm so fucking hungry.
And you've been. I mean, you were an earlier student of Winnie's, who he took you through the stages of hunger and resisting everything. So, but it's dangerous. The more hungry you get, the more likely it is that you'll lose that control you hold.
Yep.
But you read the book a little bit more, the notes, the way you kind of like similar to the Feral Whispers, except for like more pinpointed. You find that like core of someone, and you kind of assert your will and your dominance on it, and just like subsume the spirit. Like just calm it down, just mellow it out, and the dog's pretty mellow already, so you get the feeling like that's probably been part of the training.
Yeah.
But you get a decent feel for it.
Okay. Practice makes perfect.
There is also the poodle. And what I will say is, you can take a dot from either of the dogs, like as a group, and you won't have to go through, like a detailed description of feeding off the dogs, because I don't think anyone wants to particularly go through that. But obviously it won't be like this amazing renewable source of blood. It will be like, in a pinch.
Yeah. It will hurt the dogs.
Yeah. They won't die, but
Yeah, Cass comes into the group, probably by the ping pong table, and he has the Chihuahua and the poodle on a leash. It's like, anyone mind if I...
You need a drink?
Yeah.
I've got some... I'll hold up my flask.
No, won't work for him.
Booze?
I'll offer it, though.
Oh, yeah.
I don't...
Yeah, get some here if you like.
Fresh is best.
Yeah,
well,
fair
in
enough.
fact, fresh is the only thing that actually does anything.
You have friends with weird eating habits, Cassius.
Max thinking the same.
Doesn't it curdle?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's only a day old by now, but
It
just
it doesn't taste as good. It isn't as satisfying. It's like it's like rice crackers.
Chunky.
yeah.
Well, not in texture, like as in it if it satisfies the hunger like rice crackers, but it's not really like
Yeah.
I
it's,
will take one dot from the dogs then.
Okay. So you can take off 2 hunger then, as long as no one wants to. Obviously, for a while, the dogs will be unavailable unless you wish to kill them, which you monsters if you do.
I'll drink my
Cass
hip
will
flask.
advise
though.
against it unless someone's like really hungry. I don't know what.
Unless it's like an emergency situation, I would imagine they're kind of off limits.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2
Right.
dots off for Cassius, 1 dot off for Mac. Mac, you are out of your reserve of blood, I believe.
Yep, that's my last.
Okay. And then I imagine this takes a good, like... There's probably like an hour of everyone either hanging around or doing things, so... it's still early in the night, but...
Looking at the picture of my dad.
Yeah. If we're lucky, we might get to 4 scenes this episode. Ooh.
Everyone's so surprised. We're like,
Oh.
Look at us. Being efficient.
weird.
So, we need to set some priorities.
Oh, just sorry, before we get into it, I'm gonna say, for the sake of sharing of information, like, assume that you've shared, like, the majority of what has happened in the last, like, few days, and like you're all mostly caught up on what's gone on. If there's anything specific you'd like to hold back that someone mentions, just say, I wouldn't have said that or anything, and we can be like, okay, that's not.
There's one specific thing I'd like to ask.
Yeah.
That is to Chrys. Hey, Chrys.
Hey, Mac.
You know when you're in the dark and your eyes go a little bit red? That's like, it's a gangrel thing, right?
Yeah?
Would Chrys know that?
That's why there's a question mark.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, put it this way. You can see in the dark pretty well, right?
Can't you see the dark pretty well? Our lives are in the dark now, Mac.
Yeah, it depends on the degree of darkness. The goons we're looking for, I think they're hired by a gangrel. It's a hunch. The dudes we're looking for are Russian. I mean, I don't want to make assumptions or anything, but do you know?
Hold on a second. Russian and gangrel.
Yes.
How have you reached this conclusion? Because it's very important, Mac. Okay.
It was very, very similar to how Tess got her conclusions.
Did I get one conclusion?
You spoke to a wolf. You got some information. I looked at a guy's head, and it spoke to me.
Chrys is sort of thinking to herself, like, she doesn't know how much she can just trust random head thunks.
That is absolutely fair.
It's
Like, well, that's not
look,
hammered down.
look. You got your things, okay? I've got mine, right?
The inmates were Russian, so there is that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Look, maybe you know someone, maybe you don't.
I mean, my freaking sire is Russian and a gangrel, Mac. So if it's
Okay.
him, ooh.
Oh, so maybe your
Okay.
sires are friends. Oh, that would be nice.
No, that would
No.
really not be
No.
nice. No,
they're
no,
easy
no.
to
bad,
kill
very
that way.
bad.
They would
Yeah.
get them both in the same place.
No, that's
Maybe if we like bomb it or something. Do you have a bomb, Mac? Because
yeah, just
From the prison.
hiding away somewhere.
okay, right. Well, we need to figure this out.
You see a big shot?
Have you?
Sorry. Josiah, Chrys, is he?
He's a shit.
Right. Well, we get that. Is he a big shit or like a little shit?
It's really mean.
Is he someone you want to mess with?
Oh yeah. I do plan on messing him up, but also he kind of told me new once. So I'm gonna have to kill him. He's rude.
Okay. I feel like this is progress.
Chrys, you don't know much about your sire.
And he was a shitbag and he was rude.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So that's why I've given him that information.
Yeah.
You know where he is? Roughly?
No,
Okay.
that's a future plan.
Although, Kafka
I could ask Kafka.
did
Yeah,
mention
Kafka suggested he could
look
find.
into it.
I know.
Okay. I know you got your notes.
Don't worry.
Look,
Well-
Tash, just for the chat and for YouTube, Tash has the most comprehensive notes on the
Yep.
campaign that we've been
they're
keeping
beautiful.
track of.
There are only 12
so good.
pages.
Only
They're beautiful.
it's been how many episodes?
Six.
And it's 6
What's this,
episodes, so
5?
2 pages per episode. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're split up a little bit and there's maps and
Oh yeah.
so.
Hmm.
Oh god.
Where's the prison again?
It is from the
So,
encroaching wilds to the left, top
Yeah.
left.
It's
of the
it's
map.
out.
Over that
It's like a 15, 20
Northwest.
20-minute drive out past the double garage, out past the encroaching walls.
I'm not gonna say don't kill your sire, but that's not really something we can worry about right now, is it?
Well,
Got like very close problems to deal with.
It's
true.
also out in the country, which is the prince's domain, basically.
Yeah. No, I agree. Just if he's beating up Rags for something to do with Tess, Tess's sire wants to kill her, probably would want to kill us, ergo, in a
Seems really
roundabout
weird
way,
that
it's
he.
our business.
Yeah, it seems really weird that he would. I mean, I don't know him. We're not buddies. We don't go to the bar. But it seems weird. Why does he care about? No offense, Tess. Love you. But
Chris, you never went to the bar before me. Let's be honest.
not your clubs, but I go to bars.
Fine.
I took Mac to a bar. He fought a man.
It was nice. It
Yeah,
was
you
nice.
broke an arm, didn't you?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
broken
Irish.
arm.
Too. He was Irish, not so
And
lucky.
Chris dogged him in.
Yeah, true. So look, what do we gotta do? We got a lot of shit to do. Tess, you got the guy at the prison, right? He was looking into the hobos for you, the thugs.
Yes, the Russian brothers
Yeah.
who apparently are in jail or have been moved over from a different jail recently. So, yeah, they have nothing to do with Rags, but they are now picking on Rags. So we are thinking that somebody has hired them and spent a little money to get them to go over and target him. Why? No idea. But I can tell you for a fact, if Mac took a look, and we had this guard pretty well under our thumb, and it's not like Rags really suspects anything. If there's a chance that we can help Rags and find whatever possible Russian gangrel, then I want to take it. And maybe that means finding your sire and getting a little bit of revenge too, Chris. So win-win.
It's gonna happen. I mean, if we don't know if it is Vasya, my sire, but Kafka said, my buddy said that he might be able to find him. But I don't know what he'd want for that now. He's like set up.
Maybe you'd want some food from a butcher.
He eats rats, Mac.
He must have some friends with him, right? Maybe they need food.
Rats, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
God. No offense.
it's we know that you can eat some people now, but
Well, we don't
I mean, they're
exactly-
literally like they're serving them up on a platter. Like, what's wrong with that?
that's not
Thank you.
that's not the question. It's if we can eat all of those, like how he said that none of his testers have gone up. So
Yeah, but he could be lying about that too. We don't know. He could just be.
I mean,
trying to
surely
make
he'd
himself
lie.
look good.
He'd lie to say that they did so that you needed to use his business.
Maybe, but the lick just took some blood before you did, proved that the person wasn't going to set you on fire, and then you were fine. So even if he's lying, the business model works.
Peace of mind.
And we don't exactly have a portable person we hate to chow down on things before we do.
True. How about you, Cass? Got any ideas for today? For tonight?
You know what? Cass does have an idea, and it is
Oh.
to talk about our little thing that I meant to talk about last night.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned something. What was it?
Cool. You and
There
Wayne.
is a ringing of the doorbell that's set up as if someone's just walked in.
I am going to pick up a.
Yep. I'll stand up and look fairly.
Pick myself up and look at the others
I will
and go upstairs.
Is
Yeah, all gonna clatter up the stairs.
Wait, are you all going up the stairs with him?
Well, I'm going up the
Yep.
stairs.
No.
My damn house.
I am staying where I'm sitting and I am waiting. I'm gonna
Yep.
check my phone. Like, no.
You've muted.
Ah,
Oh,
no,
you were just really
aren't
quiet.
Coming through.
I was just really quiet.
Okay.
One
Okay.
at a time. Who wants to go first?
I can sneak.
Yeah, I'm going
Two.
first.
We won't
You
even
gonna sneak in your own house? Okay.
listen.
Yeah.
If the person is somebody like you want them not to notice, you guys just send me up. But you guys are buying burgers.
Chrys is walking up the stairs.
Okay.
Well,
Although,
Sneaking.
I'm gonna hide round the corner, like just at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Listening in.
Okay. Well, Chrys, you come out into the salon area. There is two people there, both sitting down next to each other, just looking at a magazine. One of them is a girl, probably like very, very short. Quite young looking. She has like this really frilly kind of almost like it looks like it would be put on a doll. You know, one of those like really frilly little girl dresses.
mhm.
With like a little bonnet kind of tied under her head as well. And sorry. And
Andy.
there we go. Okay. the chat in my Zoom's going nuts.
Yeah.
Um
I'm following Chrys up, just right behind her.
yeah. And then
They are the person.
the other person is like very, very tall. You can see like the left side of his face. And it's like heavily scarred and like a kind of like a darker red, like it's been burned or something. Shaved head. These little small, like really small round glasses, and like a kind of dark red kind of trench coat, leather jacket that like goes all the way down.
Do I recognize them at all?
No.
Okay. Chrys
Good
is-
evening.
she's just gonna like, hi, can I help you?
And the smaller one, the girl, turns around and looks at you, and just kind of smiles softly. Honestly, a little bit creepy because like, so she looks young, and with like, you know, in terms of looks, she looks about 15 probably.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know her actual age, but and the other guy, you know, he just continues sitting there, and she looks at you and says, hello, I'm Selene. We came to pay our respects. We heard that Winona was back in town.
He's not here right now.
I
Um,
assume you are his charges?
Hi, I'm Chrys.
Hi, I'm Selene. This is Kayla.
Good to meet you both.
I know.
We
oh,
take a message, ask your business.
We're just making sure that our presence here is not going to be a problem for Winona.
What's out of presence?
As in, we are living in the area for now.
Right. Can I take a... I'll tell you what. Let me Let me just nip round back. I'll see if I can phone through to him or something.
Okay. And
Can I hear this from downstairs?
Probably yes, because there's not much going on. And the big guy like turns his head, and like the other side of his face is, you know, just normal. And he says, take your time.
Yeah, I will. Thanks. Hey, Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Company. You know these guys?
I'm assuming you like walk out of sight and like.
Oh yeah,
downstairs
I'll
a
go
little
like
bit.
down the stairs and right round the corner.
Yeah.
Chrys is making small talk like, I'd offer you a drink, but you know, times.
No,
Like
we
this.
drank. We just drank. Thank you.
What?
Gimlets?
Gimlets. It's how we found out about you.
How?
This bitch.
And then cut to them too. It's
Yeah.
fine. Sorry, I interrupted.
Cass, Tess, either of you two know.
We need a location. We need what they intend to do.
Only answer to us.
And we need a way to contact them if they're going to be staying under Winnie.
If they're
So-
staying under Winnie, they answer to us. Winnie doesn't have time to deal with all the small things.
I'm cool with that. We need to have a word with this butcher, though. Just as I came down, sounded like he's sending everyone over here.
Yeah, he's shit stirrer. Okay.
Be
Yeah,
a bad thing
ask
if
them.
we use him.
We
Make him
can.
part of our property. If we're here to stay, and Winnie's already made a name, and bless Winnie, I never knew he was this popular. But take it from somebody like me, okay? When you have a gift of presence in an area, even if it's not yours, but it's related to you, take it. Because if we don't take it, we're going to be serving somebody else. And I'd much rather be serving in Winnie's memory than some asshole who's going to come over and take over this area.
No, you're right. You're right.
Agree.
That's tonight's.
So who's going to be the face? Who's going to represent Winnie? And I look over at Cass.
I can't do that.
What do you mean you can't do that? You're literally Winnie's son.
Those are the biggest fucking boots to fill. You have no
So-
fucking clue.
So you have 4 people to help you fill it.
You're
3
right.
people.
Okay.
And a spirit.
Fuck. Yeah. Okay.
Just
Cass
if you
composes
want,
himself.
if you want, you can follow my lead. But you have to take the initiative. You knew Winnie better than anyone else.
Yeah. All right. I'll go. I'll go up. You can come as.
Well,
as
I'll-
You got this.
Yeah. So.
Hi.
When you go up, Chrys is chatting with Selene. She's like sitting, and she's got those pink and black knee socks that, you know. And she's like kicking her legs off. She's sitting up on the counter, where the till is, and like just kicking her legs and chatting with Chrys.
Does it look like a good outfit?
Oh yeah, it's pretty as fuck.
Ooh.
It's like she looks like a doll, you know, like one of those like Victorian dolls.
I'm thinking like
almost.
Lolita-y.
Not
But-
quite. Not. It's not really like revealing or anything though.
No, but like it doesn't have to be for Lolita.
Okay. Yeah.
It's that goth Japanese thing, right?
They like that.
Yeah, gothic Lolita.
Max stepped out the back as you go up. He's just walking around the building now. Just have a little look around.
And she looks up as you come in.
Evening.
Hello.
Hi.
As you
Love
can
your
imagine,
outfit.
Winnie's busy,
Thank you.
but I represent his interests.
Okay.
You can call me Cass.
Cass. Okay. How do you all know Winnie? Were you all wards of his?
Many people were.
True.
So I'm sure if you know Winnie already, then you know the deal. If you're going to be living nearby under his word, under his protection, but also we're going to need to know where you think you'll be living and what you intend to do, whether that's just surviving. That's a reasonable expectation in these nights. So just a simple swear of fealty to him and his rule.
Okay. Well, to answer your questions, it's just me and Kaba, and she like gestures a hand like gracefully to Kaba, who looks at you and nods. It's like kind of down the left side of his face is like very scarred, very kind of looks like it was burned at some point. The other side of his face is perfectly fine. Gives him kind of like a slightly weird smile. You know, like his natural resting face is a little bit smiley, which is creepy. And she says, honestly, we were just happy to get out of London. So the only thing I care about is protecting Kaba.
That's fair enough. I feel like this is just a precaution, but I would like to see how genuine that is
Okay,
with insight.
sure.
Not that I'm going to do particularly well, but we'll see. 1 success.
Seems pretty genuine. And we settled down here because, you know, we've had dealings in the past with Winnie. And, you know, we came to the city because this is one of the places that seems to be virtually free of any agency or, you know, agents. Which, you know, obviously with Winnie here, of course it would be.
Well, he has his ways, but it's going to get more difficult. So I don't see why you shouldn't be able to survive here as long as you abide by the rules and we can make fair trade of favors.
Okay. I mean, we won't swear any fealties. I mean, you know, like we worked with Winona in the past, but you know, and we trust him as far as any of that can be said. But we'll agree to help if you need some backup.
I think
can
that,
be
like,
very useful.
Chrys is sort of sizing them up when she spoke about protecting Kaba, whether that meant sort of physically or.
Okay. Roll me. Okay, roll me wits insight, and I will let you choose whether to use your martial arts bonus or not.
No, because they're not fighting. It's just sort of. I can't see what they can do.
You can see like her kind of general stance, and you know, like whether she's in like a martial preparedness stance or anything like that, but it may not give you like insights into her abilities physically.
That's just +1, isn't it?
You're using the martial?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Okay. She seems reasonably confident.
I'm not saying it, just sizing them up, really.
Okay.
sorry. Why not swear a kind of fealty to someone that you respect and trust? Especially considering all of the goings on in the Weirgate.
Like
To
she
defend the borders of this place, you need to make sure that we're all protected.
More than likely, someone might force you to swear fealty.
like her eyes go to Tess, and she like stares at you like pretty intensely, and she says, "We will never be bound again."
Whoa.
Understandable.
I'm sure you understand Winnie's respect for other Lick's choices. He's not here to... He's not here to
Bind you.
bind you. He's here to... We're here to ask you to agree. This is an agreement, a contract. This is like... Fealty is fancy for... Let's make an agreement to work in this area together. Like you said, you'd be willing to help out.
Yes,
I'm not going to ask much more of you than that.
we agree to a mutual assistance in this area. If you need us, you can call us and we will help you. I will come and deal with any problems you might have. Then again, if we
Your
need to
friend.
talk to someone, maybe you could lend us your help. Intermediates, etc.
That seems like the agreement I was talking about. Perfect.
But we will not be bound.
No binding going on here. You need to talk to someone. We own this place, so we'll represent you if you need that.
And Kaber is only here so that you meet both of us. If you want to talk to us, you talk to me.
Okay.
And Haber is with you.
I look after Kaber.
Right. And
And
he looks
he's-
after you?
Hmm?
And he looks after you?
I don't need looking after.
Understand.
If you would like, I can show you. Like, if you're wanting, would you want a demonstration?
Please.
She like
Indulge me.
she like hops down, kind of like squares her legs slightly, looks over at you and says, "Okay, which wall don't you want?"
We're renovating.
And like her fist starts to like very slightly just crackle.
Internal wall. That one. Point to the back of the shop.
Okay.
We got a few posters we can put up, right?
Just make it large.
Is it load bearing?
Also, structural engineer.
Could we stand to lose that wall?
Okay. Yeah,
Whoa.
just like she just steps and she and just cracks, and cracks just go all up the wall, and there's just this big like expansion of almost like a web of cracks like just come from her fist as she like punches this wall, and she like kind of
Very impressive.
okay.
I like her.
Who
Ooh.
would like to hit me?
Are we being hit back?
No?
Very proud of yourself.
Chrys, have you thrown a punch lately?
I'd say it'd be my pleasure, but that's kind of rude. I'll lend a hand.
Okay. She kind of
Lend
like
a fist.
she kind of like dusts down her dress, like a little bit of like, you know, plaster and that comes off the dress. And okay, when you're ready.
And
I will allow you to decide how many dice of all of your strength brawl dice you'd like to use. Like, so you can, like, you know, pull the punch if you want to.
I don't want you to pull the punch.
I don't think I would pull the punch. She seems pretty confident.
Okay.
Killer.
You're literally hitting a 15-year-old girl. I hope you know that. I hope you feel bad a little
Why?
bit inside. That you're
No.
going to be punching a
So
child.
just fly out the
Punch
window
a
in a
child.
second, like a beanbag.
Okay.
Isn't Chrys like only a couple of years older though?
Yeah.
I have
Well,
a
in-
grappling
in-
brawl as well.
In
Oh.
looks, Chris is a little bit older.
Plus, she just punched a wall. I think she'll be fine. I'm gonna go for it. I've not added any extra to it.
Okay.
I'm now sitting on the counter.
See, I didn't even do very well.
Delighted.
Everyone's stressing.
Okay. So that is 3. Okay. Yeah, you kind of like charge forward. Where are you aiming?
Her face.
And like and literally your fist goes straight into the face and just stops.
Ow.
I'm not, it doesn't do any damage to you, but you do feel like a jolt up your arm as if you just punched stone.
Oh. Really? Chrys, you went for the face?
It's alright.
She didn't say not to go for the face.
I'd prefer that to messing up my dress.
Girl after my own heart. Wow.
Well, that's weird. That's not how that normally goes.
That's gonna happen a lot in the next few nights, Chrys.
Yeah. Never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
I didn't, but
I love
that's
this.
not.
Yeah.
So, do we have a deal?
Selene, we have a deal. I have one last question though.
Yes.
You protect Kaba. If anything about your situation changes, I need to know as soon as you possibly can. Because if you're just going to be surviving here and someone threatens you, or if, God forbid, either of you make a mistake, someone gets angrier than they should, something changes, will you let me know?
Yes.
All good. All we need to know is where to find you.
Or I think what's your phone number?
We don't use phones.
Where to find you?
Do I need to set up like a phone store or something?
Do you know the big kind of grassy area in between the block of houses just down the road? I'll give you a little quick ping for you
Yeah.
guys. So, there.
Mm,
That's the big square
Yeah.
yeah.
on the right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sort of.
that's us. It's and you've been there, like you've seen it, Cass, and actually all of you except for maybe Mac. It's literally just a big, like a fairly large open kind of park area. Few trees and grass and that type of thing. People take their dogs there.
You need a little bit more, I don't know, cover?
No?
What do you mean?
We just go to ground.
Oh. Well, so long as that's comfortable.
Unless there's anything else you'd like to ask.
No, just it'd be nice to see Winnie again at some point, but there's no rush for that. You know, relive the old days, but yeah.
Yeah.
We can go now. If you have
and then-
business to attend to.
I go to shake her hand.
Yeah.
Selene, it was a pleasure to meet you.
She looks
And-
like she's being very careful when she grips your hand, like not to grip too hard.
Like my bones creak a little. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's nice to meet you. And then I turn to Caber. Does he make eye contact?
Yeah.
I extend a hand to Caber as well.
He like his head like turns to Selene, and she's like, "Yeah, it's okay." He like reaches out, and it's like he's big.
Mhm.
And like his hand like engulfs yours, but it's nowhere as near as strong as Selene's was.
It's good to meet you too, Caber.
Nice to meet you. And then Selene's like, "Come on, Caber, let's head home. It's nice to meet you all." And like Caber like reaches down his hand, and she like steps onto his hand, and he like lifts her up, and
Oh, I love that.
she's kind of got her like hand on his shoulder as he crouches slightly to walk out the door. That gives you an idea of how big he is.
Okay. He's like 6'5" or 7 or something.
Yeah. No.
Damn. Okay.
Huh.
Bye. As she leaves, and the door jingle jangles, and
While they were talking, I done a full circle of the building just to see if like anyone might have followed, anyone was watching, anyone was waiting for them.
roll me a wits awareness.
Something I can do. Not very well, apparently.
No, you don't see anything.
Okay.
And-
Still paranoid. I'd like to wait out the exit. They will go out
Okay.
just outside of earshot and use Cloak of Shadows because I want to listen to them as they walk past.
Okay. Yeah, they don't really see anything. You do see Selene like standing in Caber's like kind of he's kind of got his arm around her, and then he's like holding her like she's standing like in his palm type thing, like kind of down like that. And you do see her like kind of like patting the back of his head and just vaguely being like, "No, that went okay.
Okay.
Come on, we'll go get our heads down."
That's all I needed. I'll walk in the exit after they've gone.
And you all, do you want to go back downstairs now into the basement, or?
No.
Cass is about to lose his composure. He's like, I don't like this. Like
I'll
lying.
take him. I'll just grab his collar and just kind of lead him down the stairs.
Okay, and can I just say before you all get going, I'm so glad you went to Giblets because it meant you get to meet Selene and Caber.
I'm just
We
gonna
have-
lock this
'Cause
door
he's a
down.
mouthy bitch.
We have several problems.
We have. Listen. Oh boy. Yeah. Do we? Okay. First of all, Cass, great job. You did great. I'm sure Winnie would have been proud. Also, who the fuck is Winnie? Because I don't know anymore.
And then I was just not telling people he was dead, but I was pretending he's alive for.
I don't know. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Here's a problem. Your friend Kafka, he knows when he's dead. That's what she said anyway.
He made a promise. We need to go tonight to
Yeah,
tell
he
him
made a
what's going
promise,
on
but
in
he has-
Flintbridge
he has
to make sure
leverage.
he doesn't have leverage. Everyone just has little bits of the puzzle.
It's not as though it's gonna stay secret forever.
That's problem number 2. One day someone will find out. Do they all turn on us when we've been lying to them the whole time, or do they rally to our cause because Winnie was killed in a cowardly way? We need to orchestrate that.
Yeah.
and seemingly not come across as we've been lying to them too much.
When he was in a dangerous line of work, so the fact that he got killed during it seems unlikely, but is believable.
For sure.
We need to establish ourselves as worthy successors. Right?
So job 1, I think you're right. Job 1, make sure Kafka doesn't release the info about Winnie until he absolutely has to, by fulfilling our end of the bargain. 2, we need to take out the Gimlet even. Or
What if we just, instead of taking him out, why don't we just use him? I don't understand.
take him out as an independent then. Yes. Yeah.
Absorb him.
We could tax him. He's right on our doorstep.
But not even tax, like, use him as a front.
Well, it's true, too.
You know, if people are coming in with information so that they can feed from all over, how do we use that leverage to make sure that he is giving the information to us and us only, and getting our information that we want out?
Cassius, roll me a politics intelligence.
Okay.
Do we rough him up a little bit, or do we sweet talk him?
This feels important, so I'm going to do another rouse check.
Okay.
Fuck.
Get hungrier.
Oh, 3
Can
successes.
Reroll if you like, 2 dice.
Yeah, I'm going to willpower that as well.
Okay.
That is a 10.
4.
So 4 successes.
You have a fairly good idea that, like, there are some people who are friends of Winnie who, you know, like, I mean, so, just talking to Josh for a second, you and me, we haven't gone into all the things you know about Winnie and his past, but I get the feeling like Cassius has a decent idea of most of it.
Yeah.
Like,
not firsthand, but
rumors and etc. Also, like, I will say, you will have started to notice that no one knows who you are. Which, considering Winnie and his, like, reputation, you know.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether that was just, like, because of circumstances, but
It is definitely weird.
it's okay. It's overt. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, that's no good.
Yeah. So, in terms of what Winnie does, you know, what Winnie did, you know, we can talk about that if you'd like to. We'll discuss how much Cassius knows and everything.
Yeah.
But you know, if you need, you can always call on me, and I'll give you the details.
Yeah. I just know that he was a dark horse, basically.
Yeah. He was very like easygoing. He had a weird like duality, which, you know, Cassius would have noticed much easier than like Tess or Chrys, who keep getting shocked by all of these revelations. He had a weird duality where he was like very, very easygoing, very like kind, but also he did jobs that he had to do, and he did work that he had to do. And I think it's probably, at least for Cassius, you know, he knew about the anti-Inquisition work that he was doing, which has obviously been alluded to at this point quite heavily. And like the connection to London with these two and their connection to Winnie, like, you know, you can probably draw a few conclusions as Josh.
Yeah.
But yes, the politics role that you did, like Winnie's friends and people who knew Winnie like personally will probably be anywhere from miffed to super pissed off if you lie to them about Winnie's situation. But at the same time, like, if you want to establish yourselves and want to set yourselves up as an influence, from as far as you've seen, there's not too much influence in Flintbridge. You might be able to eke out some territory. But if you want to influence people like Gimlet and get them under your thumb, you're going to have to use Winnie's reputation. Like, you yourselves do not, like, without... If you want to get into confrontations and physical threat and things like that, you do have Selene now, so there is... And, you know, you have Chrys already, but, you know, like, there are two ways you can see this going. One is using Winnie's name and his influence to kind of like solidify your territory that you want,
Or his legacy.
yeah, or the other way is like force of your own group, and it's really about how you want to go about that, which I think is probably the conversation you guys want to have now.
Yeah,
I just wanted to give Cassius, because Cassius would have that like political ken that might evade everyone else.
I still want to have the conversation about him going to my mom, but we should talk about this first.
I mean, you've got a little bit of time before the end of the show, so
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that I interrupted that.
No.
And
He's
I'm
not sorry.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
No, I'm fine with it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So, what's the call here? Like, do we use him? Do we beat him? Do we blackmail him? What do we do?
He's not going to willingly decide that he wants to work with us or buy our whatever we say.
He's an
He's-
entrepreneur. He wants something that will benefit him.
Mm-hmm. And he,
Or-
you know, if he's not aligned with anyone, then he's not really harming us, or anyone
Well,
else.
He is harming us because already he's given out information about who we are to people who we don't actually know.
But we also got information about people we don't know.
He's
From
not
him.
an information broker, though. Like Kafka.
So vague.
Kafka is a professional. This guy
Bro.
is a
Gossip.
a goss.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, you know, he didn't give you like this is where they are. Most likely what he did is said we had a couple of people come in and like I'm pretty sure they're working for Winona.
X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, which like that would have said to Selene and
Selene and Kaber.
so that would have said to Selene and Kaber, like, oh, Winnie's back, so we should probably introduce ourselves, make sure he's cool with us being in the area, you know, like a
Yeah.
courtesy thing.
Okay.
But, you know, the other way of looking at it is also valid, where it's like, he gave away our secrets, that asshole kind of thing. So, just depends on which
What
way
is
you want to
he-
play it.
Is the thing is like, what does he want, right? Does he want information? Because he doesn't have any he doesn't have a need for information really. If he has a steady supply of customers, right? But like, you guys got a meal for information, so if he doesn't have the need to get all this information, what would he have instead?
Money. He asked for money straight up.
Yeah.
Money,
Money.
favors, boons.
He's looking to expand his business. From
Well-
what I can see, like he needs other vampires for testers. He needs people to supply blood, and we need to decide whether that needs to go or whether that needs to be ours, and how we do that.
How about we supply a few testers and we stake our names in there? Partnership.
Partnership, but exclusive partnership.
Could be. It's an option anyway.
That's option A. Option B is we tell him how it is.
I like B. But, you know,
Well, I mean, go from one to the other. Simple.
true.
Tess.
Hmm?
Roll me a composure. Resolve? Oh, wait, sorry. Let's have a look here. roll me a composure. Yeah, composure resolve.
Okay.
Honestly, like, who cares about this random shopkeeper dude? Like, you have something you want to talk to Cassius about.
All right. Well, we can talk about this in a second. I really
You
need
need
to
to
talk
do
to
it
Cass.
tonight.
We can do it tonight. That's fine. But I meant to talk to you about something yesterday, and we still haven't covered it.
Okay, let's take a break here, and we'll come back next episode.
You
dick!
absolute-
No!
You massive troll.
You absolute monster!
You're such a
Oh.
fucking troll.
You
I
are.
love it.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
So thank you, everyone.
You absolute monster. I
Hey.
cannot believe.
Someone
God.
said to me that they had to go at the end of the 3
I
hours
do,
this
but
time.
still. God damn it. Oh,
Oh,
played myself.
so
But
yes,
no plot mines on the plus side.
yeah, no plot mines.
Well, sort of. At the
Hmm,
beginning.
Yeah.
Bit.
Ah!
So, thank you everyone for watching. Let's do our cast outros and thoughts and feelings. I'm really interested in a few things that Josh might be swirling around in his head currently.
Too much going on in here.
But let's go with Mac first. Hydra.
Hey, I'm probably the easiest because Mac doesn't have as much going on in his head other than wants to figure out who the Russian guys are, wants to just get stuck into that. Doesn't really care much about all of this politics mumbo jumbo.
Be
Doesn't
nice
like the
to
fact
get
someone.
your cinema back though. Your
I would,
theatre.
yeah, I'd like to go back home. I would also like to not have people just randomly setting up shop around where we are because it's inevitable that someone with a big shop will show up. So,
Yeah.
feeling a little bit sort of territorial right now. Yeah, other than that, not too much to a relatively quiet session from me. Just sort of sat back and let everything happen, which is nice. Tried not to.
Tried to buy a car.
Yeah,
Tried
you
to
tried
buy
to
a
buy a
car.
gang car, like a
I
Mac
wanted to
Fiat.
buy it. I could have swore Tess said to me to buy it, but my headset was breaking at the time, so I just kind of
Okay,
filled in the blanks. So I was like, oh yeah, she said to go in and buy it. Cool. I thought I was going in there to buy it so you could give your mum some money without, like, indirectly. That was my guess. and I was
That kind of
completely
makes
wrong.
sense in a way.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were trying to do because I
do not
didn't
have that
hear
much
anything.
money.
No,
I have
fair
a
enough.
little money. I don't have that much money.
Oh, I wonder what the license plate said. Was it customized?
There was no license plate.
No, okay.
Very,
Otherwise,
very,
it might have said
very
like
often
Prince.
the case there.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I was wondering if they were like egotistical enough to put their name on it. Never mind. No, that's me signing out. Pleasure as always.
Thank you. Chrys / Tash.
So I feel.
Did you enjoy punching Selene, a little girl who was defenseless?
She was gonna punch her again. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was a close thing.
Yeah.
She wasn't defenseless. She punched a wall. She's clearly capable. It's fine. Everyone's like, she's 15. So what? Okay.
I love Selene.
That's gonna be interesting, I think. And deciding if we're gonna hide Winnie's death or not, and how long. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, it is amazing, and I was not expecting the like branching implications from Winnie's death that like just are echoing throughout the episodes.
It was just they told me not to tell anyone that he died, so
Yeah.
I just was fake.
Apologies.
Yeah, the blood shop is gonna be a problem for Chrys going forward. So that's gonna be there's so much to do.
I was so proud of that. Like I suddenly had a thought, and I was like, someone would totally, just capitalize on like that's what people are like, even Kindred, and someone would figure out that as long as there's a way to prove food is safe and like drinking from people, then they can corner the market, and
It's a good idea. It's just
I was going to do it this session. but not ask for any money. I was just going to
Yeah,
force
you were
someone
just
to do
gonna-
it. That was
Aw.
that was really looking forward to that. I'd like pleasure taken away. I could test
Oh,
other
no.
people
You could.
anyway.
Yeah, no, it's this.
There's a lot.
3 hours a week is not enough.
I know. Well, I'll
I'm
talk
sorry.
about. I'll talk
I
about
have
that
no
at the end.
groceries.
But yes, Cassius / Josh.
Hello, I'm Josh, and I don't fucking know anymore.
What do you think about Selene and Kaber? Like specifically Selene.
I think it's very funny.
Hmm. Did you get? Did your spidey sense go off when she was talking about stuff?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. She is not to be trifled with in many ways, and I'm not like all the thing with vampire a lot of the time is what's scarier than the actual person is the mist of unknown around a person. So whether or not Selene can withstand whatever consequences we would create for her is in question.
Do you have any idea on Selene? Oh well, actually, here's a question for everyone. Selene, Gimlet, and Kaber. Do you have any ideas on their clans?
Gimlet is, if not actually, very, very ministry.
He is very ministry, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Kaber, maybe Malkavian?
Okay.
Some sort of
I
something
hope
Malkavian.
Selene is a Toreador.
Oh, but also they have Protean at a guess to be able to live in just a park. So
Oh yeah, in the ground.
so
Oh, she wouldn't be a
gangrels?
Hmm?
Gangrel friends?
I mean, like you.
Oh,
you can-
or Samitsi, which would be worse.
Ooh, I mean, you could have an idea, or the you know, like the Protean living in a park thing is very likely. But like, can you put together the 3 disciplines? Because you saw or heard about all 3 that Selene has.
Protean, potence, and fortitude. I don't know.
Yeah,
The things I have.
it's actually not.
Oh.
I believe.
I can't remember what that is. I don't know. But yeah. That's me.
You have animalism, Chris, instead of potence.
Hang on, sorry. I had to say potence on my sheet.
Oh, you might have a dot from your predator type.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. It's very confusing.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, that's me. That's my shiz, and
Okay.
I don't know where it is anymore.
And Tess / Vandy, how was meeting Mother?
I love my mom.
Yeah, she's cool.
I love my mom.
Your dad's
yeah.
cool too. I like him.
Dad is cool too. Dad's
not-
cool for different reasons.
Yeah, he's not as reliable or like, you know,
but he's still good.
he's cool.
At least it's nice to know he's still like alive
Yeah.
and kicking and in contact with mom. I have the picture now,
You do?
which so like on Tess's mind right now is really just figuring out the Russian mobsters,
Mm-hmm.
the brothers, and B, going back to Gravestone with the picture
Yeah.
and trying to figure out also what my mom told Cass, because nah,
We'll never
so
know.
mad, so mad.
How many times did I do that? Twice?
I've been debated
3
like
times.
3 times this episode. I am
Yeah.
displeased and hungry.
And hungry.
I'm hungry.
Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the stream. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of fun. I didn't torture Tess, but I did torture Vandy. Always one or the other, apparently. But no,
Painful.
yeah, was a lot of fun. We got to meet two of my favorite characters, which is Selene and Kaba, who I love them. I think they're awesome. Yeah. In regards to, it's something I'm gonna chat with the cast about, but I am considering asking everyone and like seeing if we want to do it. Is like recording some side sessions, like solo one-on-ones, of stuff you want to do as individuals, kind of off the main stream. You know, so it'd be like 30 minutes of Tess working with her mum. Or, you know, if Mac wants to go back to the hospital and see the person he knows there, or, you know, Chrys has to go and do a fight with Aiden, you know, like all of these things could be done kind of as like an extra episode. So
I want to be there for the fight with Aiden, though. Chrys just punches little kids, like that's it.
Yeah, apparently.
Damn. Yeah.
It's still that little. Okay.
Baby puncher Chrys.
But
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, that's the idea. It's the thought. We'll have a talk and we'll see if it's a thing. Let me know, just in general, like on the Discord or on the video or just in the chat right now if you're interested in having that. And yeah, aside from that, we will be back next week with another 3 scenes for you.
Yep.
So thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.
Thank you.